Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see, it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Well, yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, okay, it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, you would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
Yes, I look and see, it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see, it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Get wild! Yeah!
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah!
No! Damn it, God damn it!
Yeah!
It's time for Jim Cornette's Strike Through, sponsored by Stephen P. Send an email to our crew, buy a cameo or two. It's Jim Cornette's Strike Through. Come and pull up to the window and we'll open up the screen. Watch his corny cuts of promo on that bitch at Dairy Queen. Hear a tale of Smoky Mountain and some stories from the South.
Then make like Vince McMahon and shove a sandwich in your mouth.
It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Taking questions you will ask. Talking wrestling from the past with his co-host Brian Last. It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Come see Nero, Kevin Pockets, Dino, Douche, and Chuckle Fuck. Felix, Reed, Hoboken, Buck, and Harpo, Finger Fuck. And then there's endless twerking from good old Sunny Kids.
And then there's Monkey Ito, she's the god of love and piss.
It's Jim Cornette straight through, knocking AEW. The Observer thinks it's fine, Uncle Davis lost his mind. We used to be on Monday, now we're not on Monday.
King Kong Bundy.
Jim Cornette straight through. Thank you.
SDL. Two bad bitches, one hot track. Speed through CCA, bitch. Two bad bitches, one hot track. Hello. It's that B3 flow. You said you know me? I think you don't. My friends are rich and you're looking hella broke.
With Matt, I'm the real rough rider. Can't keep up, my arse must be tired. Slow-mo, super villain, Zack Snyder. You talk shit, but I know you're a subscriber.
DSL on our lips cause we're naughty. Hannah Montana acting like Miley. We can't stop cause we're the life of the party. Got your man squirming Scotty too hottie.
SDL with a $sign ho.
B3C CCA with the 3 cause I'm cool.
Face hat, ass hat, say that. 2 bad bitches, 1 contract. Haters on the grip, that's priceless. Haters on their bitches, that's wifeless. Diamonds in my mouth, I'm priceless. Always ready for a fight, come try us.
You thought I'm a thotty, you thought wrong. Just a hottie with a body and a thought. You wanna fight? Let's get bloody like Carrie. I'm queen of the prom.
SDL with a $sign ho.
B3CCA with a 3 cause I'm cool.
Top of the East, now on top of the charts. We're spending our cash in.
Ooh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another eclectic edition of PWT Live Show. Blah, 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 blah. John Cena's here. They're going insane. I told you guys he would come out in his gear. I told you guys it would just be the normal music. I told you guys, Phil, don't miss. Let's go. We're here. Sorry, I was running late. It's an early Raw, so it's all weird, but we made it happen. Do you hear those boos? Nobody was booing, Brian. Nobody was booing. See, he just comes out. He's not all smiling, but he's just going to wear the gear, shill the merch, do all the usual stuff, you know? Which is good. Here, I got to post the show still. Guys, share the link. Get everyone in here. Run those likes up. It's a different time. I know we're starting late. We just jumped right into the dang thing. Is that pinned? Okay, good. That's pinned to the profile. We got to post the show everywhere and all that good stuff. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Cena sucks. Oh my goodness. Cena sucks. I almost posted, sorry, I know I almost posted the invite link to the fucking, to online. That would have been terrible. Cena sucks. Cena sucks. How's chat doing? Everybody tap in here. They're going crazy. This is amazing. Damn, he's milking the crowd so well. Oh my goodness. Here, we've got this in the bookmarks here. I'm fucking around here. Sorry, chat. I love you guys. I'm just still posting the show. He starts spitting his like good guy quotes. It's amazing.
They shouldn't have to look outside themselves. You are making this so easy for me. You see, for 25 years, I've been the victim.
I've been the victim, brothers.
I have been the victim of an abusive relationship.
Damn.
No. You have lost your time to talk.
We're locked in, chat. I'm here. Chat, let me know how y'all doing. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the dislike. Pro Wrestle Times on YouTube. We're at 1,800 subs. Almost at 6,200 on Pro Wrestle Clips. Phil marks out. Patreon.
All you are is abusive. And all you ever done is bully me into being your damn puppet and expecting me to do it.
See, these Raws leading up to Mania, he'll use the OG colors and the OG music. Mania, he'll have a remix. Maybe he'll wear something darker colors or something like that, but fuck you, Cena, proving his point, you fickle ass marks. He did everything for you. And you're just saying fuck him? Hell nah.
So very cool. Thank you. Look, I am not a baby face. I am not a heel. I'm a human being.
I'm not a baby face. I'm not a heel. I'm a human being. I love that. Oh. Oh, come on now, John Cena. That's not very fair to say we've been awful. Maybe awful wrestling's been awful, but we haven't been awful, John Cena. Yeah, in 06, bro. Right? And remember, same old shit, same old shit. They used to say that to him, the same old shit, same old shit. Now what, guys? Now you want the same old shit? What's that about? That's right. I'm on Team Hollywood Balds.
Just like this, let me know that I wasn't worthy of your attention. So what did I do? I went and I changed myself, hoping that you would like me a little bit, and it worked for a second, but it wasn't enough.
It's never enough, John. It's never enough.
What did I do? I worked hard like I always do, and I started to win. And 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 win. Oh, I won a lot, and you hated it. It wasn't enough. So what did I do? I spent the next 10 years of my life trying to give away everything I possibly could, and it wasn't enough.
And then they just boo him. And it wasn't enough. They just boo his ass. Boo. No, I'm on Team Hollywood Balds here, man. Fuck you guys. You all turned your backs on Cena, chat. You all did. Just like you turned your backs on me. No. Everyone's going to shut the fuck up. Good stuff.
And in my final moments, what's the only thing I can do, right? I can walk away. What a great example. They go from chanting, shut the F up, to cheering when I say I'm going to walk away. So I announced my retirement in a move that has never been done before. I'm actually walking away at the end of this year. I tried one last time to get along with you guys. I tried one last time to do something nice for you, and you ruined it, just like you ruined everything.
Oh, shit.
Like right here tonight, for 2 seconds, it was great, and then it's never enough.
They're singing of na 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. Hey. Goodbye. Run those likes up, or else Jericho's doing a run in here in Brussels, motherfuckers. Woo! And later we'll talk about some Mercedes and JD stuff because I started late and this show will only go 2.5 hours. Ow!
All you ever do is take. You take.
We might have a couple run-ins here though as well.
And you only care about yourself.
Possibly here because we're on a weird time zone. So
put my values on the line to make a very important choice in my life. And all you could think was, what do we get? My story changed. What do we get?
my story. He hit him with a my story change. But my feelings.
It's just what do we get? What do we get? What
do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What?
What you have earned, and what you have earned is nothing. You will get a new look because you dress like me. I don't dress like you idiots.
Oh man. Calling kids idiots? You don't get new music.
It's finally up, and my time is finally now.
Boom. See, you don't get new fucking music. Why would I give you new music so you can all cheer for it? Hell no, it's genius.
You get is to take a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you has been for 25 years to me.
Let's go. Dude, it's so funny. Little kids. People who are now adults who grew up on Cena telling their kids their whole lives, their kids like 8, and they're like, no, man, he's the hero. It's Cena. I love Cena, Daddy. He goes out there and just, fuck you, you idiots. You dress like me, stupid. They want Cody Rhodes.
Your brand new shiny toy because you're about to put this one out to pasture. Like I said, with every breath, you prove my point that you're awful people.
Yeah, you don't get new music. I love that shit. Why the fuck would I give you new music, bro? I love it.
Yeah, I see you.
Especially the people I can pick out, especially the people who bought my merch. Fuck you. God, going full heel. Ah, I love this. This is so great, man. This is amazing shit.
All the people are like, man, support you.
Dunn did what now? I'm disappointed there's no evil beard. No, don't be. That's what's supposed to, it's supposed to not be a beard. Then you cheer for him. You're supposed to be disappointed in John Cena right now. That's the point.
You hear that, world? The Cena sucks jack-offs. They've already proven.
Oh, he just called them jack-offs.
I'm about to tell you why.
Where's RVD? We need RVD and the fucking ECW arena. We need the Hammerstein ballroom. Holy shit. They want to kill this guy in Minecraft.
What have you?
He could have ripped it off to prove his point. A fake beard. Psych. It's a fake. He's wearing the glasses with the fake mustache and the nose. Psych. It wasn't real.
You steal my time. You have made me your friggin' toy. I am an object to you. You have made me the butt of a stupid invisible joke for 15 years, and you still think it's funny. It is not.
It is not funny.
Pathetic. You are pathetic. I don't want to hear this. This is tough for you.
You are pathetic, he says. God damn.
You're not ready to lean into an uncomfortable conversation. the truth is, you don't wear this for support. You wear it to make you feel good.
He's so
loyalty and respect.
I just watched like the Hulk NWO's like road to WrestleMania 18, and it just reminds me of that. You dudes turned your backs, brothers. And guys, consider checking out Phil Mark's out there. We're at 191 subs, and yeah, I got some other videos coming, some stuff about Snow White and some other things. You know, Ryan Reynolds being sus. We got some drama going on over there too. I know you guys like the hot goss. If you like hearing Phil Mark out about wrestling, you'll like when Phil Mark's out about movies and pop culture and YouTube drama and shit, I assure you. And like Cena, you're going to sit on your asses and watch me be great. Oh my God. He just said a kid was toxic and dysfunctional and had a fucked up relationship, dude.
Well, listen to this. I'm breaking up with you. I'm done. I'm breaking up with you.
Bro, chill on White Tiger. You don't know. I do know. I do know. I watched the show, bro. I read the books. I watched the animated Ultimate Spider-Man. No, we know it's coming if you read the books, but we're playing the YouTube game, baby. Oh, hate the player. Hate the game, baby. Here we go. The drop for Cody Rhodes music. Dome, dome, fucking crowd erupts. LMAO, Devo. Yeah, dude. You know. Here we go. It's about to pick up. It's about to pick up now. Adrenaline in my soul. Every thought out of control. Here we go. Crowd is here, about to wait for me to start the show. Whoa, whoa. Here we go. Packed to the fucking rafters. Building singing. We've got the fucking top heel in the biz. Overnight. Versus the top fucking baby face in the biz. Not overnight. Over fucking grinding. Hard work. Taking beat downs. Brock Lesnar. What? Roman Reigns. What? Kevin Owens. What? John Cena. What? That flaming table Andrade threw him through in AEW. What? Ooh, it's like the butter, like the good butterflies, you know? It's like, ooh, yeah. I love this. Their own ring. A 20 by 20. What? It's crazy how like the American hero gimmick, like Cody Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, it gets over all over the world and always has. Think about it. Yeah, so Cody Rhodes promo battle, you think he just dropped the title and fucking boom, 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 you know, but maybe now he's going to give him a chance. Pure Cinema. What's the local time there? I think like 5 p.m. or some shit. I can't remember. Or not 5 p.m. No, it's got to be later than that. Hey, way later. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. Mine is currently 3:25. Yeah, it's 1:25 where I'm at. 8:25. What's the local time? Pure Cinema. Sorry, guys. I was off post and shit. I like to check in with chat. You guys know I'm keeping an eye. Exactly. We're 2 weeks in, and I can already see massive improvements in quality and comfortability. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone's hype. We are all Nikki. Hey, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Fun debate. When Raw or any other program airs live in a different time zone, do you prefer they hold the replay for local time zones, or do you prefer when they air it simultaneously like this? I prefer this with Netflix and being in Canada. I don't know about y'all. People were mad I spoiled Netflix. I didn't mean to. It was like a mess, you know? Like when it aired on Netflix versus it was just a mess. It was every man for themselves then. We're all learning as this goes. Plinian, and thank you so much too, dude. A fucking $10 super chat. But yeah, I like doing the shows earlier if I can personally too sometimes, because then it gives me a chance to like go out or whatever the fuck, you know? But at the same time, Monday, I'm not really doing anything, so I do like it at nighttime as well. But I don't know. I like to like just get up and, let's do a live stream. You know, that's why more of them are coming. I got a members-only Q&A. You guys just AMA. We're going to listen to Cody Rhodes here. You guys can AMA, though. So become a member like Devo and Plinian and members-only streams. I uploaded a pod with Grapple Vision there. He's coming back on the pod. I also have an indie wrestler coming on Wednesday who is, indie, and he's been on TV and AEW and shit. And he's going to, we're going to make fun of Dave Meltzer and shit. So stay on the lookout for that. Appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much.
They did that because you could take it. They did that because you could.
Sometimes in life, you got to be a hoe.
We're locked in here. No.
And it's certainly not Kid.
It's not Cardona.
WWE champion. Let me ask you.
Yeah, I know. Played it. I appreciate you too, brother. I'm just locked into Cody right now. See Moody. Phil was spot on. Yeah, Phil don't miss, man. Who the hell are you? He says.
Where's the guy?
Kid, Cena's only a few years older. Yeah, I think it's like 5, maybe 5, 6 years, something like that. Let's see.
I was excited at the prospect of going week to week, face to face with John Cena, and instead I got this.
Cena's 47. Cody Rhodes is 39. It's almost a decade, like 8 years. I'm bad at math, but yeah, you guys.
I run it over. I run it out because I already.
Phil, you have Jake, Mike, and I sick in chat. I called in. Well, what were you guys all making out or what? No, I'm just joking, Miss Octa. I couldn't help it. Come on. I called in for work today. Well, goddamn, thank you for being here.
At WrestleMania 41.
You sickos. Oh shit. He's like, yo, bring Cena because I don't want to challenge this whiny bitch. I want to face the real Cena. That's the best promo too. Short and sweet. Cody Rhodes fucking complains and all this shit. Or Cena does. Cody Rhodes comes out. Yo, I want to face the real Cena, not this whiny bitch. And notice too, sorry, I'm all over the place. Cody Rhodes will toss the title up or he'll hold it up a lot now, like above his head, because that's what Cena told him. Like the belt gets heavier. It only gets heavier every day. Cody's like, fuck nah. And he's holding it up way high and tossing it up. You guys notice that? That's all part of that. Like, no, it's light as a feather. That promo he cut last time. You got to love this, man. This is how you pass the torch. This is properly passing the torch. I don't know if Cena gets this belt at Mania. With this kind of crowd reaction, they might go, nah. Cena could get it at Backlash or some other shit, jumble it around. Because you got to remember, Austin lost the belt, got it back. Like, Cena's lost the belt, got it back. So maybe at Mania, you give Rhodes that moment again, right? And then, unless they want to go night 1 or night 2, like just booze, like, you know, chapter 2 of, if you look at it like a book, okay, well, 40 was the end. Now, like, this is chapter 1 of book 5 or whatever, or book 4, whatever, however you want to book it, right? Or whatever you want to refer to it as. If you're looking at it that way, then yeah, you might want to end with some tragedy. But fuck, man. And they're just chanting him away. And we're on Netflix, so he can just take 30 minutes standing here if he wants, and they can go 3 hours and don't matter, right? Cena's in Europe. We can go fucking 305 if we got to, so Cena can just milk the fucking crowd. I'm sure he's got a private plane to catch, but goodbye. I like that they're doing it. It's like in hey, goodbye, like in their accent, you know? You gotta love that. Global heat, dude. And then booze. And then just booze. They stop singing. How the fuck did they know to do it all at the same time? They all stop singing. Boo. Boo this man. Oh shit, thank you. Thank you. And get better, Miss October. Everyone, good energies to our sick chat folks. They're just chanting away. Holy, what a start. What a round of applause to the start of Raw there. Can I make a prediction here, guys? Should I hit an X-Files here? I think, remember that time we thought The Rock, he showed up, I think, at the start of the show? And I think it was Raw. And then he did his thing with Cody Rhodes. And then we thought he was gone. And then at the end of the show, he's whipping Cody Rhodes and it's bloody. And he's like, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. And they're in the rain and he's whipping him. I'm not saying that exact same thing, but there definitely could be something else. Like, do you think Cena went all the way to Brussels to come out this early? And then there's like nothing later. We don't get like maybe not the same beatdown with the belt whipping and like Cody Rhodes, but like him standing over and already beat up Cody Rhodes. Woo, there could be more. We're locked in tonight, chat. Okay. Plinian. At this point, everyone expects Cena to win. Yeah. I think they could easily swerve us. There's so many directions they could take it. That's what I think it is. We all think Cena's going to win. He's booked for Backlash. I think Cody Rhodes wins. Look at that, man. That, like, he's just so hot right now. Do you end it? I don't know. But if you hit him with the, like he wins at Mania and then Cena wins at Backlash, and then Cody gets it back at like fucking SummerSlam or whatever, however they choose to go about it. Maybe Cody slides past him, and then Cena has to like fight Orton or something, and then Cena wins Money in the Bank, and then there's so many roads we could go to get back to that point where Cena could get it and then give it back to Cody Rhodes at some point. I think maybe if you get a trilogy out of these guys, then you could do that, right? You could do Mania, Cody Rhodes wins, Cena gets the win at Backlash, and then at SummerSlam, Rhodes drops it back to him, or Cena drops it back to Rhodes, and then someone has the Money in the Bank or whatever looming. That sort of shit. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I think because we all expect him to win, that's why he's not going to win. But maybe that's the double bluff there, right? Because maybe that's the 4D chess. It's like, well, no, that's why he's going to win. Because you think he's not going to win, and we know that you think that. So, we're getting real fucking inceptuous here. Inceptuous. Pause, everyone. Okay. Making up terms here on the fly. Give me an X-Files. Okay. It's an ad. We have in chat, someone said Slutty Ludwig and Zero Fear Penta. So we got a street fight. I'll call the action. We'll get into the hot goss with JD and Mercedes Mone after Raw. How about that? Okay. Because I started late. I'm not going to jump around. We're not going to do too much news. Wednesday, we're going to have lots of hot news. Ludwig's just cutting a heel promo.
When I speak, you shut up.
He's like, exactly, Belgium. When I speak, you shut up. So we're getting a fucking no holds barred match. Sorry, street fight, no holds barred. What's the difference? Ludwig. Grande Americano. That's the greatest fucking name ever, dude. Grande Americano will interfere in the next week, do a lie detector. Artist formerly known as Jabroni Jobber Brody became a member. Come on, man. Thank you for becoming a member. And yeah, 99 cents, guys. Support what I do. And there's member only streams. I'm dropping like one a week now, either pre-recorded shows or streams, but there will be a member only something. So I'm going to do AMA. You guys can ask me whatever, or bring up, you guys can be like, did you see this? And then I'll watch it for like an hour or two with you guys. Just become a member and you'll get a notification because they happen whenever. So appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so 30 seconds left. They brought the timer back. So Netflix for like a week or two, they got rid of the fucking timer on the commercials. And then they brought it back. Or I think it was like one Raw, maybe even. I might be over-exaggerating there for dramatic effect, okay? But yeah, back in 20 seconds, Ludwig just cut like a generic heel promo, didn't get nowhere near the heat. A tough act to follow, right? You're following Cena. The crowd couldn't possibly boo you any more than they booed him. And like, I don't know, dude, is there a beef there between, don't they want to cheer Ludwig? Like, because he's close in proximity, or is there a heat there between, I don't know. Like, I'm sure back in the day, everyone's got heat with Germany or where. I'm sorry, but everything John Cena said out his mouth was truth. Yeah. There are some Kaiser chants. The black screen and white smoke was a hint for the UK Undertaker, not Aleister Black. Well, how do you know that? Did we get another one? Did I miss it? I love that Gable's taking like Kurt Angle. Now he's taking like the Mr. America stuff where like Hogan was under a mask. Because you know Gable was under the mask and he just, whoever was getting thrown out wasn't actually the guy who did the run out. Oh, dude, look at the fucking pyro and the drone entrance for Penta. How big of a fucking star is Penta, man? Dude, they just gave him like a drone shot entrance, maybe the first one. With like, and then they gave him extra fireworks too up the ramp. What the fuck, man? Penta is such a star, dude. This is amazing. Give me a fucking yell for Penta. And like even the kids know to five him with the miedo, you know? Like they stick the M's out and fucking dap him up like that, dude. That is amazing. He's so over. Cero, 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 miedo. Is that what they're saying? Oh, dude. Cero, miedo. Ole, 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 ole. Cero, miedo. Oh, yeah, dude. Penta's our fucking guy, chat. Penta's PWT's guy for sure. Same with Phoenix. That's our guy, guys. That's our guy, my guys. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude. So many F-bombs, 39 minutes in. I've just been going, oh, I've just been meltzering over Ospreay. Oh, he's so good. This Raw's been really good. And it's no holds barred. You know, about to see some crazy shit with Penta, dude. He's about to snap. Penta's about to snap. And look at how Kaiser, too. Oh, it's the little things why he's so good. It's when he I know Meltzer's like, all the 360 senton, you know, but no, to me, it's like the making it like legit, you know? It's when Kaiser like loses them, catches eye contact last second, part of selling like instead of just waiting on the rope, Penta with the fucking barricade Kinrana, the Barra Kinrana. It's Kaiser like taking the clothesline over the rope instead of just standing there waiting for it and then jumping over. He's like selling it. Where'd he go? Look around, look up last minute, you know, takes the shit. I love that sort of thing, man. Top guy speed, you know, as Uso would call it. Oh man, splat. And here's the other thing too, man. Not to just make it all about the sickos, but just Tony Khan being like, "Oh yeah, I'm listening to all the good ideas. I'm filtered. I'm not listening to anyone. It's all my ideas now." And it's like 4 good shows, like mildly good. Good for fucking AEW. Look at the string of Raws that they've been on, and no one's blowing it. Like, you get just called a glazer if you talk about how good it is. It's insane. Oh, man. Death Valley bomb, Death Valley driver right on the table. I'll call the action. Phil Marks calling the action here, folks. JWT 6577 says at Mania, Rock Bigfoots himself into the match. Stack pins them both. It was all about ruining them both just to mess with Roman. Roman Reigns. Stack pins them both. No. Here's the thing. I love that. But you'd bury Cody so badly and it'd make him look so dumb. And then you take all this like heat off Cena and it's like, well, is he good or bad? You know, after you just put it all on him. Like that promo cut, Cena cut, indicates to me that he's just going heel till the end of time, you know, till the end of his run entirely. So I thought they'd give an explanation where he could somewhat weasel a fucking, like, I can go good again one day, but it just seems like, no, he's like, you little kids suck. You dress like me because you're losers and shit. So, but I like your fantasy mark booking, sir. Thank you. Okay, so Penta's just got. Oh, and here's the thing. Can we talk about this, chat? They went back to regular steel posts because it's much more effective than people running into those LED boards. I hope they just stick with the steel posts from now on again. So what's happening is they're wrestling outside. Kaiser gets thrown into the post. Penta chops him once. Penta goes to chop him another time. Kaiser gets out of the way. Of course, during the commercials, they're just milking the crowd. Kaiser gets out of the way. Penta chops the post. His hands hurt. And now Kaiser's taken over, throwing him into the barricade, stomping on him. And here you go. The Belgians want tables, I hear. Who doesn't?
The early part of his career was a former world champion at Westside Extreme. His father, of course, Axel Dieter, who Kaiser learned his entire repertoire from.
Lincoln Hawk for 2 says Cena is going to quit like heel Bautista did. Bautista. I quit. I think his last match will be set up in a way where it's like 50-50. Like, you remember Hollywood Hogan Rock? I think his last match will be set up in a way where we'll like clap and applaud his efforts on the way out, but he'll lay down for someone. Or we're completely wrong. But I did think like they're going to explain it in a way where Cena will just redeem himself. Like in the end, somehow he'll like realize, or it's more of like a control thing. Like, what do you expect me to do? Like, I don't have a choice. But not a choice because you guys used me. Like, I don't have a choice because like I'm trying to make it in Hollywood. Like, you don't think I'd want what The Rock had, or You don't think you do this too, Cody Rhodes type shit? I don't know. I thought it'd be something like that, but no, they're I don't think they're leaving it open-ended. Like, he's like, fuck them kids. He's like, fuck you idiots. And if you dress like me, fuck you harder. It's like, all right, there's no liking this guy. It's just, it's done. Here we go. Destroyer time. This match is cooking. His last match is going to be at SNME in Boston. Exactly. So that's his home turf, you know? So they're going to he's going to get like applauded or welcomed or cheered. Like, they're just going to applaud him on the way out. Even if he's playing heel, it's going to be, well, we're kind of behind him, you know? Even if he's doing his heel shit, because whoever he's against is a bigger asshole or whatever. Which, I don't know. I think Seth Rollins is going to join Heyman. I think that's the outcome of all of this. I think Seth Rollins, like all of this triple threat stuff, rather, with Roman and all of that, and the bloodline, because Roman's still loosely tied to Cody Rhodes and all that. But yeah, I think we see, because how do you redeem Roman, who's still kind of heelish? Like, he was gonna splat Seth on the steps. Oh, back body drop over the table. I love these spots on these new hard tables where it's like, okay, it's either going to look like it hurts a lot. You're either going to JD McDonough yourself and break a fucking rib or two, or it's going to break and explode. One of the two. We don't know. It's up to you to find out, bro. How much do you weigh? Yeah, I like Graves is here with Cole, and that's what Graves' position should be. He should just be the guy who floats in like Lillian Garcia. You're a fucking goat, dude. You just float in when they need you, where they need you, and you're such a legend, you can do any position, you know? We want tables. They're saying, fuck you, Mark. Stop chanting that. They'll get there. They don't do it because you say it. They do it when they choose to get there. But yeah, I think Seth is going to end up with Heyman, and then Roman will have the ultimate betrayal, and that's how he's like fully, because again, it's about redemption, betrayal. This is how you make characters interesting. This is how you turn them baby, face, and heel. It's not just, oh, he attacked a guy, oh, he ran out and just helped this guy because no explanation, now they're in a tag team. Hobbs is babyface just because he randomly isn't teaming with Callis family anymore. That's not how you do it. You do it by, like, okay, Roman's still not like kissing babies. He's fucking ready to still destroy people heel style. He doesn't care. He'll fuck people out of matches. He doesn't care. How do you make him more and more babyface than just the fans naturally going, we love him now? You betray him more. How do you do that? Fucking Heyman, a guy who people will boo or cheer on a drop of a dime because he's that goddamn good and legendary. And it won't be Punk, because Punk doesn't need that. Seth could use a Heyman way more. Even though Seth can talk and shit, I just think Heyman making Seth less goofy and shit. By the way, this match is cooking. I'm just rambling to fucking, so it's not dead air, because we're fantasy Mark Book and Mania seasons picking up here. But we have Penta right now selling his ass off, selling his hand a little bit. You know, he's still selling it, but. And then we have Ludwig's trying to make him quit, and yeah, just choking him out with a chair shots. Just good psychology, a lot of selling, crowd super into it. And when that table spot hits, they're going to explode. And then we get Punk and Roman team up. Oh, he's going to, oh, my sacrifice. Hyperextended his arm. That chair ain't shaved down, folks. And by God, King, that chair ain't shaved down. Yeah, John JID saying the move looks fake. It's supposed to be like a hyperextension, and he used to do it way more savagely. Like, go look at him do it to people on like Lucha Underground and shit, obviously, but that doesn't mean, like, I get it. Well, I didn't, like, you know, you didn't watch that shit, so you don't give a fuck. But he used to do it crazier, but when you're a baby face, like even Cena, you noticed when he STFU'd Punk in the chamber. Oh, the Panama Sunrise, as Cole would call it. Adam Cole, right? The fucking Penta Sunrise there, dude. The Mexican Destroyer off the middle rope onto the chair. No tables needed. Fuck you, Marks. Un, deux, trois. Bickety bam. What a great fucking win with the Penta driver. Yeah, see, they didn't do the tables. They just used the chair, the ring post. You guys see? They didn't do chains, guts, tables, because you don't need to do it all the fucking time. You got a cage match last week. They used a chair, steel posts, and the fucking barricades. A fucking flipping destroyer on the chair. That's obviously the finish. After a Penta driver on the chair, too, on the barb of that chair. Thank God we don't have a cracked vertebrae or something crazy. Like, no fucking joke, or like a bleeding back of the head or something. Okay, but here's the thing, though, with that move. If you believe that he hyperextends it, now as someone who does jiu-jitsu, you could hyperextend someone's arm like that. Now, you would want to like drape at least one leg over their body or face at least to get so that's the cheesy part of it. But realistically, you could, like, especially if their arms trapped under their body like that, you could hyperextend someone's arm like that. So it's like not it might look phony, but it's like not phony, you know what I mean? So it's like one of the realer moves, so he has to be more careful, because the point I was making, Kathy Kelly, fine as wine. And then Penta just cooking on the mic. But yeah, the point I was making is like heel Cena locked in that STF. Like back in the day, he'd put it in so loosey-goosey, right? But when he locked it on Punk, he had it synced in and tight. I think like because Penta's a baby, they're like, you can't just snap an arm. You can't go that ruthless. You got to like do the softer version of it, right? That would be my guess. But yes, he used to just lay that shit in with his knees like. Let's go, dude. Miedo. And then fucking Animo on SmackDown. When Rey Fenix shows up, dude. Amazing. Amazing. Dakota Kai, the world champ. EO. Kai versus Nile. Presumably a number one contendership for the fucking IC title rematch, right? I think Lyra beat both of these contenders, but presumably this is a number one contender match. So I'll let you guys know what's up. Okay, so American Made are behind the scenes here, warming up Ivy Niles, Sans American Grande Americano.
We're here for Ivy and her match with Dakota Kai. Okay, so when you see your master Gable, let him know he has something coming for what he did last week. He wants to be
Cross talking to Dom in the background. Thank you for that, sir. These new LWO shirts cook too.
Yeah, we think you're stupidos. Yeah. Oh, you think we're stupidos? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, let's see who's stupider. Okay. I mean, at the end of the night, someone's got to pay for what Gable did last week. It might as well be you and you.
So Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee are just like, yo, somebody's going to have to pay for what Gable did. It's going to be the Creed brothers. We'll see you later. So they're going to wrestle tonight as well now. And then Brutus said, do you have a lucha mask? Even he thinks it's Gable, right? So if it gets revealed, it's like, remember when Kurt Angle faked and it was like Eric Angle or whatever, his brother. You guys remember that he did that on SmackDown one time? What if they pull some shit like that? I would laugh so hard. So now they're making their entrance. So obviously a pre-taped backstage, because immediately they're making their entrance and like they weren't in Gorilla or anything. Ivy really coming into her own. The crowd just, you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. So yeah, they suck. Anthony J. Now that I'm going to check in with chat here. Now this match is just between these two for personal reasons. I think it's got nothing to do with the IC belt. Well, I think they're establishing the division. So, like, I know that there's nothing formally announced, but what I'm saying is, presumably, whoever gets this win, the argument is like, well, they could, you know, I should get a shot at the IC or whatever, right? They're sort of establishing the division as far as like Niall, Lyra, Dakota. I'm sure when we get some returns like Kyrie or whoever else, Becky Lynch is the rumor, right? Dakota Kai's music hits, big pop. Good to know. Good to hear. Jamie Foxx selling gambling apps. I don't like it at all. He doesn't need the money for this. Yeah, dude, those gambling apps pay ridiculous. If we could bet on wrestling and shit, and I could do like a guys parlay this, right? And then use promo code PWT, I'd fucking do it if I could, you know? Because like I actually do shit like that. You know, I like to bet on fights and shit sometimes. Not a lot, but just like a little here and there. So, okay, Finn Balor's here talking with, we're back from commercials, so you guys see it. But yeah, someone like Jamie Foxx, it's a little weird. When you have a platform, so like when I upload my videos to YouTube, I specifically click not made for kids. So it's when people like who are selling stuff to kids is when like primarily their audience is, you know, a younger, or they're like on Twitch and they're doing that when you know it's mostly younger audiences. I'm kind of like, what the fuck, man? To me, that's especially like in the UK where gambling, whatever. We're not trying to shame gambling. Absolutely. I welcome you. Draft picks or prize picks come and fucking sponsor PWT. 10 years of Finn shirts. Damn, he's been in the game for a minute too in WWE. A perfect person to add to the Judgment Days. Like we should add Penta, and they all cringe. Yo, does WWE? Yo, what if? Oh man, I want to see Stash versus Mask match or Hair versus Mask. Because imagine if Dom has to shave his stash, or if he has to shave his head bald. Damn, Finn just called Dom a snake. Yeah, see, I told y'all, man, they're breaking off. Like JD and Balor are gonna leave Judgment Day. Yeah, JD and Balor will leave that shit. Here's the thing, though. Imagine Dom having to shave his head bald with the stash still, or having to shave the stash, or Penta loses the mask. Obviously, Penta wins, right? Like, we've been fantasy mark booking that here in PWT for a minute. I would love if that happened. And that would be a fucking amazing match, a great stipulation, too, that we haven't seen in a while. And it'd be humiliating for Dom. And that's what could happen if some shit backfired from him trying to recruit Penta. But I don't think they're going to turn dirty Dom babyface or anything. Like, this is just heels will fight each other too sometimes. So now Chad Gable's out here wearing his suit, and he's out here now. If someone runs out with a lucha mask and then they add someone to American Made, like, who could it be? Who could it be? This animal that I do see. Here we go. So Kai versus Niall. So many questions. This is why the show's so compelling, right? What a great Raw so far. Cole talking shit to Gable. Where's your lucha mask? Gable's like, shut up, Cole. Oh, man. Fucking Cole, dude. People spent so long trashing Cole, but it was just he had Vince in his ear and he wasn't allowed to just be him, dude. Yeah, Ken, are you going to say hi to me, you asshole? What the hell? You never even talk to this guy's always in here botting out the rest of the fucking chat. Never saying what's up to your boy Philly Phil. Roll up.
Certainly has the experience advantage in this matchup, but you got to give the power nod to Ivy now. The woman has lights out power if she connects.
Damn. Kai's just buttery smooth with it, man. Let's go. Shout out my guy Eddie Thorpe, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, Kai's fucking buttery smooth feeling herself lately. She's got to get that IC title sometime, dude. If they're talking about going to, is she from New Zealand? Where's Dakota Kai from again? New Zealand or Australia? New Zealand, yeah. Close enough, I guess. But when they go to Perth, that could be a... Okay, here come the LWO, geared up. Just jumping the creed, so maybe not a match later. Yeah, she's a Kiwi.
But Ivy is taking her eye off the pass of hand. Ivy distracted momentarily.
The Kai kick. Let's be honest, it's the Haluva kick. Got her under the armpit. Got her. Quick win, man. She's got to win that IC eventually down the line. After some big wins.
Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio for the assist, causing the chaos on the outside, attacking the Creed brothers completely unprovoked. But a win is a win. Congratulations.
And Graves just healing.
We are 33 nights away from
Contract signing. Do you guys think Naomi and Jade get involved in this contract signing with Io and Bianca? Oh, we've been off that for a grip here. What do we got? A contract signing? Let's see if dude, Io Sky's theme goes hard as fuck.
the world champion is here. Io Sky. We in the ring with Bianca Belair to sign a contract on Netflix. Interview her in the ring before Bianca and Rhea got involved. Io seemed to feel very disrespected last week that everyone was looking over the fact that she is the champion. She's defended at WrestleMania. It seemed like the story.
Miss October 30 says maybe Kai's story is chasing IC belt and then finally winning it. Yeah, I mean at Mania though. I don't think Chelsea Green will be on the WrestleMania card defending her U.S. title. You know, if I had to guess, guys, I could see those mid-card titles like surrounding the. You know, that's what those belts are for too. You guys got to know that they have fucking, and like the talent know that. So when people are like they're all angry backstage, they're lying. It's not. They don't just do this shit sneakishly. By the way, Io's just making her entrance and stuff. Still, they don't do this shit sneakishly like they do with Vince. Like they explain this to everyone. So I think those mid-card titles will be like the Raw after Mania and like the Go Home Show SmackDown. They'll be defended there and shit like that. You'll get a few big matches that they don't fit on Mania. So maybe, yes, Kai wins like the Raw after Mania. She wins it, and then it's like a huge show. Kai gets her moment. Fucking Malachi debuts or whatever, you know. Miro comes back, some shit like that. Something crazy. Joe Hendry shows her, just something wild, whatever they pull on the Raw after Mania. Because you know that they're going to make it huge. Like, it was huge last year. Triple H is a mark for shit like that. Here comes Bianca. there's room for Chelsea's title. Yeah, but I'm just saying, don't be shocked if it's not, guys. They like to have big go-home shows. Like, there's a reason these tag team title matches go on, like, the go-home shows. There was a reason why Gunther was defending his IC title, and everyone was complaining, oh, another PLE, and he's, you know, trust me on this. There's like there's a method to this madness, you know, but they want those shows to feel special, too. Why just book everything? That's what Tony Khan does. Book everything on the pay-per-view, nothing on the TV shows of any substance or value. They're doing the opposite, man. These shows are so juicy. They're trying to make them that way. Like, the biggest complaint about SmackDown is like, oh, it's just 3 hours. It drags on. Okay, so if it wasn't 3 hours, it'd be more tight. We know they can do a good 2.5 hour show, like, down to a T. So I'm just saying, don't be shocked if they save, you know? Like, what's a bigger match? Chelsea versus someone for the U.S. title just because it's the U.S. title? Or Jade versus Naomi? Even though, like, I don't really care if Jade versus Naomi's on Mania, but even just that match alone, you know, it has, like, more heat to it than... So that's all. They're going to go with what has the more juice. Here we go. Adam Pearce. But I agree with you. They could. Absolutely. They could absolutely fit her on. But I'm just saying, if Lyra, and not even specifically Chelsea, I was saying that as just like let's say Lyra's on the Raw after Mania and doesn't even be on Mania. Don't be shocked if those mid-card titles or those tag belts. Because we got some fucking money matches to get to, and they're already just doing random multi-man shit for the IC, it seems like, you know, so if we don't got room, don't be shocked. I wish they did the Battle Royal every year, though, too. They should just bring that shit back. Do it on the pre-show. Something like that. And, like, truly use NXT and undercard people, like mid to undercard, and then NXT folks, and just get them on there, you know? Like, you don't... Okay, EO's talking here, too. Yeah, crowd pops. But, yeah, I wish they brought those Battle Royals back for real, because they were good. And then created, like, a plot device after Mania. Oh, I won this thing, so...
Russell's energy is infectious.
You deserve it. Yeah, Io's so over. That's why she's in the triple threat. It makes sense. Like, you can do Bianca Rhea any fucking card. Like, that can be a one-off down the line. Like, you know, that's always going to be a draw. But she deserves it as well. You have so many talented women. So they could have went either way. It would have worked, you know. It's just a bonus. But it's just good to see Io's going to be in there cooking. And it's like Benoit, right? Like, he got sort of, or like Michaels inserted himself, but like the Benoit sort of, they're like, oh, he can't carry it himself. And I feel like Io gets that type of respect. Like, you know, well, Bianca's a bigger name. We got to put her in a 2 type shit. But yeah, they're booing Bianca. She's going to go full heel too. Like, she's been wearing black and shit. I think she's siding with Naomi and shit, ultimately, in the end.
Thank you for being so professional about this. I appreciate it very much.
Here we go.
Mommy is walking with purpose.
Mommy's out here. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Pierce. Put yourself in harm's way. What are you guys doing out here? Because the ERC slapped me in the face last week, and I'm not just going to sit back and do nothing about it like Bianca over here.
Yeah, Bianca's going full heel, man. Just the way she carries herself, she's wearing a little bit of skimpier of outfits, right? Like her cheeks were cheeking last week too. And she's going to side with Naomi. And they're going to 2v1 against Jade eventually.
So I'm going to take a page out of your book, and I'm just simply out here to watch.
Oh, you're just out here to watch. Yeah. So I guess you're just going to be watching WrestleMania. But since you want to be in my business, how about I make you my business?
And then Io just looks like the ultimate babyface in all of this. I could see Io getting this win too at Mania, honestly. Well, it depends if they go with all babyface action, but it's just like, damn, I am the table. Both ladies couldn't break the fucking table. And then they're chanting one more time. I'd go to the top rope and belly splash them both. Just fucking superfly splash them both. Rhea, you gotta just like, she power bombed. Okay, well, that's not how contracts work, guys, but we're yeah, so just a silly way to. It should have been more like, listen, like Pierce should have been like, I understand that, like, you won. Look, and then her hair's caught. It looks like Io's hair's caught on Bianca's belt or something too. That was a little. Let's give that one a. Fucking Io's hair got caught in Bianca's buckle there. She didn't go through the table. Rhea should have jumped through. Also, she just signs the contract. That's not how it works, bro. Like, here's the thing. It should have been more of Pierce himself being like, well, listen, she does have a rematch clause, and due to unforeseen, or there's a loophole that her and then you explain it like a way like that instead of she just steals it and runs away. Like, that's not how contracts are. I don't know. So now there's a bunch of people breaking up Jay and Gunther, which is awesome. Fuck yeah, can I get a yeet, dude? But goddamn, man. So not coming through the crowd, just running through the tunnel and fucking high-fiving everyone. Holy shit, look at this building. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. This place is fucking insane. He eats in the fucking chat. Oh my god, dude. Look how over this dude is.
What an atmosphere! Here we go.
Dapping up Cole. Oh my god. Yeet, 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 yeet.
Get what they want, Jay.
Damn, this place is insane. Hey. They had to add the fucking Jey Uso entrance to 2K or whatever. Everyone was tripping out.
I've never seen anybody sweat as bad as you are from eating.
Fuck yeah, commercial break. I'll let you guys know what goes down here. We're yeeting all over the place.
General for the world title. One singles championship in his career. But you heard it from Jay himself. His mind hasn't been right. He's in a mood tonight.
Music's playing. They're just yeeting. Buildings going insane. I wonder why you didn't go through the crowd, because where do you go through? Like, the whole building's so fucking packed. You just got to go through the tunnel. Then they kayfabed it well by him running into Gunther and Pierce being like, no, you go over here or whatever. Whole building's going insane. Yeah, Jay could really be like more than world champion if he stays over like this. He could be WWE champion one day. He could be the guy who gets it off Cena. I said it here first. PWT said it here first, man. No one's about to say that. He could be the one to get it off Cena if Cena gets it from Cody. And then you have like a Uso Cody type shit as well, because they were friends, bro. Or you get that moment, oh shit, no, this is what we get. Ready? We're gonna get this though for sure. Ready? At Mania, we're getting like the Jey Uso Cody Rhodes celebratory. They both have the titles, world titles moment, from tag champs to world champs. Benoit Eddie style. Savage Wrestling Podcast has been a member for 2 months. Says, let me say yeet. Then we get them like both hugging after they won their titles and shit. But yeah, he could be like just WWE champion one day if he stays hot like this, man. And he's taking on Waller with Austin Theory. It's weird because they're doing the Waller Theory entrance from, like, they're doing it backwards now or whatever. I don't fucking know. They're trying a new thing with it. I don't like it as much. Or maybe that's just in Europe because the building's so big. They're like, why don't we just fly the drone around? I don't know, but I swear Phil must have run an E-Fed in his younger days. Yeah, everybody did. No, I didn't run like an E-Fed, but just fantasy booking. Like, you know, I'd be playing like No Mercy. You fantasy book cards, create a pay-per-view, and you like think of the storylines in your head, or you just, playing Wrestling Empires, a game. Everyone go download it on your phone right now. It's the best fucking mobile game ever made. And it's one of the best wrestling games ever made. And yeah, just play the booking mode. I do that when I'm trying to fall asleep some nights. I just whip on the booking mode, you know, and you fucking have your roster and you play the matches and shit. And it's fun. And you just book shit and you're trying to get stars. And well, actually you're competing for, there is like a star thing, right? But there's also like attendance, ticket sales go up. Like you have to manage fucking like running certain territories and winning them over. Like you're literally competing against all these other feds. It's fucking awesome. It's like one of the best games ever made. Yeah, that's fantasy mark booking in a way, because I'm booking my guys, you know, signing talent and stuff like that. So plus I'm a writer, you know. It's what I fucking did before I YouTube. It's what I'll do after I YouTube. I like to write and shit. So always like to think of different ideas where we could go, but I like being shocked. That's what I love about WWE. It's just like comic books. Like you talk about it, oh man, Thor could beat Superman because this and this. Oh, imagine if fucking the Venom symbiote, oh, just a spear, one and done. There you go, squash match, bickety bam, bitch, over, just like that. But yeah, it's the same thing. You argue over super kick for Waller. I'm sorry, I thought he was fighting Waller this week, not Theory. And then he's going to dive on him. Yeah, fuck it. Oh my God, Jay, don't kill yourself before WrestleMania. What was that in Minecraft? Self-delete, what was that? You fucked up! You fucked up! You fucked up! Why even do that before Mania, dude? Jesus Christ. Save that for Mania, especially if you're not going to hit it, like, or just learn how to just learn how to do a dive through the fucking through the middle rope. That's what Jay should learn to do. But yeah, there's nothing better than like thinking you have the answers. You don't have the answers, Sway. And then like being wrong. That's when shit is awesome, you know? And that's where you can learn or you can admire like, oh, how they did this or who thought of this. I love that, you know? Just as a creative, man. As a creative person, I like to think I am anyways. That's always been what tickles my fancy. Just whips the belt at Gunta.
Gunther thinks the ring is sacred. The title is downright holy.
No, you can't do that, man. Because then it's like you just treated the belt like trash. You should have just laid it down and let him been like, come get it if you want it. He just whips it down like nothing. Yeah, crowd's over like Rover, man. Or Uso's over like Rover with the crowd, rather. 56 likes. Yeah, I mean, we're at a different time, Moose. I'm not going to beg. But yeah, try and run him up to 100 or else we'll get Jericho. Fuck it. That's the deal. It's going to go down. Knocking down like this. The guy right behind Cole was so good with his yeets there for a sec.
The rest of the locker room is the hunt.
If Brock Lesnar ever comes back, it should just be to put over Braun Breaker. And then he can just go away again. It's like, I like Brock, but we don't need him. You know? And like, whatever, the Janelle Grant stuff and all that stuff, everyone has their opinions on it. I just think Vince, to take it to the level and think Brock was that she was literally part of the negotiations. No, that's pig-headed dumb fuck Vince trying to make a joke to Brock. Like, yeah, I'll throw her in, pal. And then Brock's laughing about it because it's the boss. And like, yes, that's fucked up. But again, like, this man has given Brock millions upon the life he has. Even if Brock's like, yeah, this is weird, dude, I'm married. You don't, like, with Vince, you can't do that, you know? Or everybody walks on eggshells around Vince. So, again, it's not excusing anything, but it's like, I don't know. I just think Vince got roped into a lot of bullshit there, man. You know, Brock, rather. No, Vince didn't get roped. Someone's going to clip that and fuck me with that one. Vince did not, I repeat, did not get roped. He roped people into shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, by just being associated with him, people say that you are who you associate with. You are who you hang out with, right? Imagine you hang out with 50 crackheads and you're like, oh, but I'm not a crackhead. People are just going to think you're a crackhead, right? So that's like, you're hanging around Vince. You're one of his guys. You got to work so hard to distance yourself now. It sucks Brock got roped in. I said, Vince, my bad. Whoa, nobody. Someone clip me, before someone clips that. Clip me saying how I made the mistake so I can fucking fix that. But yeah. Brock, I feel like, got roped into shit just by proxy, like being associated with Vince, you know? That's what happens to almost everybody who's associated with him. Unfortunately, like even his daughter, for instance, right? To make a greater example, like even Steph is like, people are going at her. She knew what her dad did. You think, I don't know. You think like she's Ghislaine Maxwell? She's like down with her dad doing fucking, like, no, dude. Waller's cutting a promo right now during the oh fuck. He's cutting a promo now. In theory, he's like gonna get mad at him. Yeah, Waller's like, Jey Uso has no friends. How about you go find a tag partner since your friends couldn't care about you? And now you're going to find out why A-Town Down Under is the best tag team in the world. See, PWT was calling it out. Your boy Phil was calling it out. Listen, Theory's going to like yeet. He's actually yeeting. He's going to be down with Jay. And then all of a sudden he's tweeting out like, no yeet. Waller's right. You know, Waller's right. Like, I'm fucking... screw Jay, like I don't actually like him. American Maids now making their entrance as Waller's like, Cena's right, you guys suck. And then him and Theory take off. American Maid's coming out. They're getting chanted, "You suck." Phil Marks, Vince is the victim. Yeah. That's what the sickos are going to run with. Did you hear what Phil said? Oh, my God. No, yeah, I definitely botched as I was speaking there. I meant Brock, but or no, he's not even a victim. It's just he's roped in. Everyone is sort of victimized. All of WWE. Like, think about it. Cody Rhodes had just gotten back there and he's being asked, what about the Vince stuff? He's like, bro, I've worked for Tony Khan. Like, you know, I just got here. Okay. It was just an unfortunate thing that Vince did that to everybody. And all he had to do, realistically, it seems like, was just pay her. Like, she just seemingly wanted the $3 million she was owed. Like, Vince, that's when you know it's like a power thing with Vince. Yeah. Because people wonder, they're like, well, why would these billionaires keep doing this and ruin the world? And you really think there's some conspiracy? It's like, not all I'm not saying there's lizard people, but yeah, they don't give a fuck. Like, then when you have everything in the world, what else do you want? Stuff that money can't buy, which is like control and shit. That's not that crazy. That's what every movie's about. That's what every bad guy, John Cena turned heel for, you know what I mean? Right? He tempted, The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes' soul. He couldn't beat him, and he could buy anything he wants. So what does he want? He wants to own the man. I just want to own him. You know, it's just, it exists for a reason. It's a story trope for a reason. Because that exists. And so with Vince, it's just like a power thing. I'm not gonna pay her, and I made her do these things, right? Like, that's what it seems like. So fuck him, you know? Like, that's, I think, yeah, anyone associated with him was made of it, other than maybe if like Laurinaitis, right? People have heard horror stories. He was roped in. He's like, well, Vince, he just admitted to it all. Well, Vince made me do it. Fuck that guy. Then he teams up with him to try and take it. It's like, okay, you guys are clearly, the scumbags show themselves, right? They come to the surface eventually. Scum floats to the top. You know what I'm saying, dude? Cream rises to the top. So does the scum. They show themselves eventually, right? So anyways, I hope that's a good analogy with Phil Marks there. Good little Vince breakdown. A little catch up on the world of McMahon and what he's doing. Why couldn't Rock buy Roman? Because he didn't want to. That wasn't his... that's not what he wanted to do. He doesn't care about breaking Roman's soul. He doesn't care about that. He just wanted that money match, and he just wanted to fucking win the title. He just cared about being in a money match. Cody Rhodes is like, I want to destroy you. I couldn't beat you. Money won't buy you. You know? Like, I just want to break you and own you and destroy you, you know? Like, own you in a different way. That's why it's just different motives for different people, right? Different motives for different people, man. Why do you treat some people nicer than you treat other people, you know? Different strokes for different folks. And here we go. Just a three-way brawl where all these ladies are throwing down. And then Pierce is breaking everything up. Good heat. Man, the build to Mania has been good. This Raw's felt like a PLE. Am I lying? Hey, Phil, did y'all get into the JD news? No, I am doing that after Raw's done because I started a little late and we're only an hour and a half into the stream. Usually we're like 2 hours into it by now, 2.5 hours. So I started like after Raw already began. So I'm going to stay on for like an extra half hour or something. And we'll talk about JD and Mercedes Mone. Oh, here we go, baby. Some LWO action. And it's smart to keep Penta and Phoenix away from each other because, again, hindsight's 2020, but I bet Penta and Phoenix would have went to SmackDown in that fucking tag division. Or come into Raw as a tag, but then you already have the other luchas. So I think they went with Penta on Raw. So like, well, fuck it. We just have him as a solo. We can push this guy. And And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, Ray's free now. Sweet. Ray Phoenix. Let's just throw him on SmackDown. Let him have a solo run too. Maybe he blows up like his brother. You know what I mean? And then we'll just reunite them like the fucking Dudley Boys, and we can tell everyone, oh, his brother's Penta over on Raw. And like on Raw, you're like, and his brother fucking Phoenix over on SmackDown, you know? And then they reunite in a tag situation during a draft or something like that, you know? At a PLE, one dude just runs out and saves the other one or something. We get a big pop, you know? That'll be fucking awesome there. So, oh man, Dragon Lee hurling himself here. So what American Made is getting good at is selling their asses off. We'll see here if they're improving. Like as far as their like doing moves, their offense and like move to move and shit, it just they're still a little green for me, but we'll get there, you know? Their selling, though, is getting really good, you know? Which a lot of that has to do with timing. So if you can sell good, hopefully you can get the timing down on like the offense aspect. So we're in commercial. I'll call the action here, King.
Electric crowd here tonight. And Brussels, Belgium. Team work by the Creeds. Yeah, this team is so close to putting it all together for you. What Julius and Hood is lacking.
No, not JD, but JD. Oh. Yeah, everyone melted down, and then everyone was like, "Oh, are you a JD apologist?" And then we get like sicko wars among sickos and wackos who normally get along too. There's like a line in the sand with everything. It's like, yeah, it's fucked what she did. Well, you'll get my opinion. Here we go. So shoulder tackles, they're just isolating Dragon Lee, clubbing him down, working him in the ropes, getting to the 4 count, filling up their SmackDown versus Raw dirty meter are the Creed brothers. Just keeping Dragon Lee isolated in a corner here, tags in and out, stomps, shoulder tackles, punches, leaning on him, using their weight if this were a shoot, wearing out their opponent. Hammer throws into the buckle as well. Good shit, pal. Oh yeah, I thought we had. I thought we were getting. It was just the package for the IC title. Here, I'll pull up a.
WWE Tag Team Champions on Friday Night SmackDown. Oh, for those guys, very, very happy for the Profits. Finally back on top of the mountain. You know, the Creeds would love to celebrate the same sort of elation as with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee, a superstar that Rey thinks extremely highly of, went so far as to christen him the future of Lucha Libre. I mean, what a tandem they've become over the last several years. Yeah, Rey Mysterio gave one of his masks to Dragon Lee, which Dragon Lee carries to each and every event in his duffel bag to this day. But right now, it's been all.
Yeah, I'm calling. I'm sorry. I was just pulling up. American Made and Luke. That was them backstage during the commercial there. Oh, it did say earlier today on the bottom left. My bad, guys. I'm doing so much. I really do need a second fucking screen so that I can just put chat on one screen. Like I do everything off one thing. Back in 30 seconds. Yeah, so it was just literally the Creeds isolating. You guys will see when you come back from commercial. They have them isolated in their corner, just tying them up in the ropes, bludgeoning them, stomps, kicks. We're going to the top rope now. And just quick tags in and out, slowing the pace down. Dragon Lee's attacking them both. Oh, you guys are going to get a treat when you come back from commercial. Oh, no, he's going to hit the double stomp in the corner during the black screen. Oh, no, Dragon Lee. Timing. So, yeah, we're about to get the hot tag or maybe a cold one for the people watching at home in the U.S. here. Boom, hot tag. Yeah, we missed the stomp, too. On Netflix, it blacked out during the double stomp in the corner, the mushroom stomp, and then it fucking came back, and they're just on the ground. So that was a fucking botch on, like, the timing of the wrestlers in the ring. Ray turning up, though. Vintage Rey Mysterio, shades of his old self, man. Wearing his Brussels gear as well. Here we go. Oh man, a fucking what are they doing here? Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh! Ray's just see these Creed brothers, they're just like a little off on the timing of the offense but their selling's great. They're so athletic, so they can bounce around, flip, hit the mat, fucking, they're good at all that. But yeah, I was scared for a second there, dude. I was like, fuck, dude, they're gonna kill Rey Mysterio in Minecraft. Headbutt. They're popping for everything Rey does, dude. If the Creeds lose, though, then what's the point of them ever existing? They're just a jobber team, I guess. That's fine. Just jobber, yeah. Yeah, that's it. They've been beat by the LWO like 15 times now. So they're just like straight up a jobber team at this point. In my book, I don't take any of American made serious ever again. Ever. None of them. Ever now. In my opinion. There's like really no way to build them up unless if we're talking 5 years from now, okay. But like in the present, oh my God. Grande Americano just German suplexed Dragon Lee right on his neck. And then German suplex Rey. American Made has to go to SmackDown. They can't ever fight the same teams and be taken seriously ever again. They've been beaten into fucking dust. And if they all wear lucha masks and start winning, then that is some AEW shit. That is the biggest travesty in fucking wrestling history if that's what happens. Does a diving headbutt? Come on now. Doing Benoit shit? Does a diving headbutt, then runs away. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. That's fucking legend, dude. That's legendary. Grande Americano's the most over guy in pro wrestling in my book, dude. Fucking book him to win the world title. But yeah, if these guys all just wear lucha masks and they start winning, that is like some AEW level fucking terrible booking. So I'm sure they're not going to do that. But like learn a new hold, pal. Like Gable adds a few new moves to his arsenal. Like Gable's not beat into dust like that, But just Creed and Ivy, they have to go to SmackDown now and just face all new people, get a bunch of wins. Because if they just start beating the people who've already just beaten them to Obliviacree, where's my Obliviacree? To Obliviacree.
Smashed your knee to Obliviacree.
Then it lowers everyone involved. But you need solid jobbers that are credible where you think they could win at any time. And I'm the biggest proponent of that. So I like that they're in that role. But I had just seen more for them after the rebranding and that. It seems crazy they do that whole rebrand and then they just lose all the time still. That's where we get into fucky territory. How funny is that too? I asked my wife, I go, yo, because Dave Meltzer was like, oh, they tricked him and Brian are like, oh, they tricked people into thinking it was a suplex off the cage. It wasn't a suplex off the cage, Brian. It was just a superplex. And then so they're showing the package of this for this match, I think on SmackDown or whatever we're watching it on. And I asked my wife, I go, yo, what does this look like to you? What is he doing? And she's like, suplexing him off the cage. And I'm like, exactly. You know what I mean? These fucking two dumb bastards been watching wrestling for 50 years. Study the business. It's like, yeah, that was a suplex off the cage, Dave. I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. Like, they're these video game minded fucking idiots. It was so funny.
Dummy. Yeah.
But that's all you do, man. You just ask a cash, rather, not act. You ask a casual, like, what did that look like? What did he just do? I don't know, slammed him off the cage. There you go. That's there you go. That's what it was. Fucking Mark. It's weird he did the headbutt too. Like, what about that is lucha, you know? And everyone who did that move got fucked up. You could go down the fucking list of people too. That's what I don't get about Gable. When he did the Hurricane Rana, okay, then the diving headbutt. It's like,
there's a lot of people around here with a lot of explaining to do.
you know, it's like, what the fuck? Think about everyone who's done the diving headbutt as Rollins makes his way out. But all of them have fucked up their careers or their brains, or like they died like earlier or something, you know? And like, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be shitty here. I'm just stating a fact. So Rollins' new color is like green and black, right? He's wearing green and black. They have the green and black Tron, and then his graphic that came up was green and black. So I don't know if this is the first time they've implemented this, but perhaps a little bit of homage to Triple H, who, you know, corporate Seth. We already saw that. Authority Seth, right? The Authority, just an extension, really, of the corporation. And maybe a callback to his mentor there, Triple H. And I do think Seth could maybe join Evil. Someone's going to join Evil Cena, Evil Rock. But also, I could see him aligning with fucking Heyman maybe in the end of all this, too. There's got to be something greater for Seth at the end of this. Not that he can't do promos and he's not over and everything, but what's going to really shock everyone? And who hasn't been a Heyman guy yet that we know Heyman likes? Fucking Seth, bro. Oh, it's St. Patty's Day? Yeah, no, but that's not why he broke out. His graphics and his lights and his Tron are green too, bro. So it's not just because that. It's got to be something to do with to do with whatever energy he's going for. So I'll let you guys know what happens in commercial. He might just start rhyming and ripping like, I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip, because that's the way Dylan spit. Who are the top 5 rappers of all time? Dylan, and Dylan, because I spit out fire. Dave Chappelle's Diddy. How funny is that? Like how spot on it was. I need you to go down to East Brooklyn, get me some Cambodian breast milk from an immigrant lady. I need 7 bottles. And then I need you to go and get me a sugar cookie. A sugar cookie, man. Chappelle had the best show of all time, dude. The Chappelle Show. A sugar cookie, man. When he chokes Wyclef, and they got Wyclef to come on the Chappelle Show wearing the Spider-Man leather jacket that he wore on Making the Band too. Right? To recreate the you get too close, man. And he just starts choking Wyclef, bro. Fucking greatest show. So Seth's just walking around the ring, high-fiving. They're singing. He's going into the crowd, high-fiving everyone. Like literally walking into the people for the people. So, yeah, fucking damn. They're just hands out. Whoa. I just see someone, maybe it'll be Drew, because he's in movies and he fucking is spreading his wings a bit. And you know he hates Punk. You know he hates Cody Rhodes. Well, I think he did hug Cody Rhodes, though, and thanked him. But still, you know that he'll turn on him at a drop of a dime. Yeah, The Rock personally signed him. I could see him being like, I like Cena. I respect you for what you did. I feel the same way about these people, John. Yeah, Hughesy's here hating on Fiend. I'm like, nah, dude, fucking, I love that shit. I like Travis Scott, man. I'm a big fan. They're just playing Fiend while the crowd chants, whoa, and it's on beat. It's like, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, let's get some Seth Raleigh Rollins on here. Why don't we?
One-on-one with a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, Finn Balor, who looks to put the Judgment Day back.
I've been focused on when it comes down.
Seth Rollins song here in Brussels.
Yeah, they're just singing him this whole time. They haven't stopped singing this whole time. Plus, Winnipeg is barely Canada. It's like a Wish version of Baltimore. Oh, man. No, it's for sure Canada. But yeah, it is one of those cities where it's trying to be like Americana, you know? It's like Toronto as well. I'm not a big fan either of those cities, but, or like, I have fucking family in both, but I've lived in both as well. But they're too like Americana for me, you know, trying to be. They're just big cities, you know, and there's not a whole ton of them in Canada. So when you go to them, you get the vibe of like, yeah, America light, like Baltimore. Yeah. That's kind of a good comparison, actually. It's a cult, dude. Look at this shit. Oh, Snuckle. Again, international fans are awesome. Yeah, dude. LK, I like Seth. Jericho invented the golden shovel. Probably not, man. WWE is making Crash Out feel great again. And Jericho's alphabet me always goes over you. Yeah, dude. Hi, Sky. Yeah, hi, Sky. If you're here, I thought you were here earlier. Okay, guys. No, Edmonton. Yeah, Lincoln. Yeah, Edmonton's cool too. It's a big city, but they don't feel too Americana, you know? They're like a Canadian big city. So, although lots of tourism and shit because the mall. Okay, let's go here. Seth's whole vibe, just a style of talking. Have to mute my TV. Yeah, people don't. People aren't a big fan of. I get it. He cringes people out. And his promos can be cheesy. I just like when he's serious, man. That's when he comes across really, really real. They're just applauding for him. Yeah. It's got to feel good.
It's hard to be mad with your beautiful voices serenading me. Thank you guys so much.
$10 minutes till the main event. Is that true?
Yeah, we'll get to him, but let's talk about Roman Reigns first.
What The Rock said about Rollins last year, living embodiment of cringe. Yeah, when he called him the fucking walking clown face emoji, that was like, oh, okay, he's done. He's cooked. He's fucking cooked. It's fucking cooked, bro.
That Roman Reigns came for revenge on Seth freaking Rollins? Absolutely not, because I'd have done the same damn thing. The problem is, even after all these years, and a wise man still can't come up with a plan. He needs his architect to do it for him.
So he's calling out Roman Reigns. He can't get a plan done. He needs his architect to do it for him.
The place, the moment, except he left one little detail out, and is the man whose name you were all chanting just a few moments ago. Yeah, the luckiest loser on the face of the planet.
So Seth's saying CM Punk's the luckiest loser on the face of the planet, which is a callback to CM Punk's time in UFC where Joe Rogan was like, good luck to CM Punk, and then Punk's like, luck is for losers, Joe. So that's what Rollins is doing, a callback. That's like a trying to do a deep dig, you know? And now Netflix is glitching out. What is there? 10 billion people watch? Man, I was so fucking mad. I could have punched a hole through my TV. I don't actually rage like that, but it was like, I was like, what the fuck? I usually just laugh and then go, okay, well, I'm not doing that. But it was actually like mildly infuriating where I was trying to put on WrestleMania. I was trying to put on WrestleMania 2 and WrestleMania 3, like on Netflix. I was trying to watch the main event with Bundy, and then I wanted to watch 3 just in the background while like I did other like work around the house and shit. And it kept fucking crashing, dude. Netflix kept shutting off. Like I couldn't fast forward to the match. It wouldn't start me from where I fast forwarded it to. I couldn't even play WrestleMania 3. It would go for 4 minutes, then shut off. Then I'd have to restart again. Fucking gonna do that again today, but it's all good. It just glitched out for like 1 second. I don't know if fucking 1 million people tuned in or what. 10 million. Wait till April and the numbers from India. How many people in India have Netflix? I'm going to Google that. 12 million subscribers in India. They give so much of the social media impressions for WWE, man. I guarantee you those Netflix numbers are going to come out and we're seeing like huge number. I don't know, of the 12 million who have Netflix, millions of them will be fucking tuning into WWE. I almost guarantee it. Dave Meltzer's head's gonna fucking spin, dude. Moxley would be in this feud with Seth and Roman. He would, but he fucked up. It would be him, and then Punk would be doing some other shit, man. But he fucked up, dude. And instead, he's cringed out doing a forced rematch because of the fan backlash. Because even fuck this. And he's got a rematch Edge in a street fight or whatever. And he's been the fucking cause of like just plummeting ratings and shitty houses, and he can't even draw in Cincinnati. And all the AEW sickos who were not, man. He didn't even sign a deal while he was the world champ. And he talked shit about it after and was like, oh, I don't even need to do this for you guys, really. He talked shit about it on his wife's pod. I'm not even under contract. Okay, so that confirms the rumors that he was talking to WWE and was going to fucking go back there. And everyone wanted to call me a liar for that shit when I'm like, dude, I didn't even say this. Like other people were saying this, you know? Like other people publicly said this. I'm just letting y'all know because I got a bigger fucking platform and boom, there you go. You're all fucking mad. Fast forward a year or whatever, half a year. He's like, yeah, I didn't even have a fucking contract. He's the world champ in AEW. He'll go back to WWE in 2 seconds, man. He was going to go back to WWE. He knew, you know, it just shows too, even the elite, like Meltzer and them stooged it because he wants to talk shit. Oh, well, WWE for surely wanted the elite. Oh, so the elite don't fucking care about AEW and they were ready to jump ship too, take their ball and go home too and just go to WWE until Tony had to give them each NBA level deals. Holy fuck, man. You know, Moxley would have been in this and instead he's just being made fun of, like parodying movies, having some of the worst matches ever. Just fucking people scoff at his work. The belt's missing. Who knows if it's real or not? He looks like an idiot. Carrying that fucking briefcase around. Looks like he's phoning it in all the time, too, because he's not allowed to blade and shit lately. You notice he hasn't been bleeding all the time and stuff? It's because he's fucking not allowed lately. They're like he's doing it to try and prove a point. He's not having as much fun. He's got to actually work now. I don't know. That's the shit I noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed that shit, but he was legit going to just go back to WWE, talk to them, right? So that just confirmed all that shit. Okay, well, there you go. Same with Jericho. Same with the Elite. There you go. All your fucking saviors, they don't give a fuck either. They're just in it for the cash, which is fine, but just admit that. Just admit it. I want one person to go over there for the cash and be like, I'm here for the cash. Is Tony the best booker? No. Was Vince during my time there? Fuck no. Do I like going out there and having wild-ass matches? Yeah, I do.
Listen, he doesn't belong on our roster.
AJ Styles just getting monster pops. Karrion Kross. Someone pointed out, notice Karrion does his hairstyle like the people he's stalking as well. You notice that? It's like a way to like seem relatable to them and shit. It's the way to fuck with people. It's genius. Karrion studies symbology and all that shit. He looks into it. Shout out Eddie Bravo. Cross looks into it. You guys know what I'm saying? He looks into things, bro.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, and it's not gonna work.
Yeah, dude. Cross is the puppet master. Look at his fucking shirt. That should be his theme to the ring. Fuck all that spooky shit. It's just master of puppets, you're pulling the strings. That should be his shit, dude. Because it's going to be revealed and he's going to get monster over. Oh, Penta Breaker fucking stare down, dude. Main event time, folks. Will we get a new champion? I'm putting a poll in the chat, in the Clips channel.
Corey, Finn Balor told me earlier today, it's St. Patrick's Day. What a day for an Irishman to win a championship, or as we in the United States call it, amateur hour. But
Fucking Graves with one of the greatest lines of all time. Graves is a fucking all-timer, man. He's one of the best of all time. They go, you know, Michael Cole goes, yo, it's St. Patrick's Day. What a fucking time for an Irishman to win a title here in WWE. And then Graves go, or as we in the States call it, amateur hour. Yo. I'm dead. Sent me, Chad. That is fucking, that is money. That is good shit.
Here tonight against one of the most impressive young superstars who come here in a long time for Ian Braun Breaker. You'll get no disagreement whatsoever from me regarding Braun Breaker. He's one of my favorite superstars on the roster to watch, and also most likely the last one I would volunteer to fight.
Does y'all hear that? He goes, yo, in the States, we call fucking St. Patty's Day amateur hour. I love it, dude. Corey's the GOAT. He's the fucking GOAT. Like one of them for sure, dude. And he came up under Cole. And you can tell Cole taught him the right way while telling him, like, but Vince is going to yell in your ear, bro. So be used to that. But, like, here's how you do this. Because Cole's the, I don't care what anyone says. Cole is so fucking good. And he put in the work. And he bit his fucking tongue. And they paid him so much to keep him. And he's just such a valuable asset. And now that he's let loose, this is the real Graves, man. And we saw shades of it, like in the Cruiserweight Classic or I think it was the Cruiserweight Classic. Cole called a tournament or whatever where Vince wasn't yelling in his fucking ears, Triple H. And we saw what would come of it. And Triple H and Cole were great together, and Corey Graves. I think I think if you could just pick two guys, it's Graves and Cole, I think, is the all-time right now in the world. Just those two together. But McAfee in the mix is good, too. I think that's the Holy Trinity. So Finn's cutting a promo. He's like, yo, I was the first ever Universal Champion. Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday, Nick. Yeah, whoever's in chat, whose birthday. Oh, on your birthday, Nick Chivers, dude. Happy fucking birthday, man. So he's like, I'm about to be, again, Intercontinental Champion. We have less than a minute till we're back from fucking commercial. Yeah, I think we see Finn get his hands on this belt, man, before all is said and done.
You like the wolf? I know Braun's got the dogs with him. He's got his dogs with him. But he's barking up the wrong tree. Because it's St. Patrick's Day.
So Finn's like, yeah, he's got the dogs with him, but he's barking up the wrong tree. It's St. Patrick's Day, and I'm going to win the title. And then he's like, yeah, when I take that title back, it's going to be too sweet. Finn's going to fucking, what do you guys think? Bring back the GODs or something? Like, I think the Bloodline stuff's all going to deplete, and that's why WWE's uploading, like, the whole Bloodline story. And, like, the video game was about, like, I think we're, not that it'll go anywhere fully. Like, we'll always see that influence there. But, dude, he's talking about it'll be too sweet. Who knows, man? We could still get a whole, like, GODs, Finn Balor. It sucks, though. They got rid of the Good Brothers. But let's say the Good Brothers came back on a cheaper contract. Again, that wouldn't be the first time they've done that, you know? So I would love to see it. I would love to see like Finn and, you know, Good Brothers versus like AJ and GODs or something like that. They could do a callback to all of that stuff. But Finn is definitely, the point I'm making is he's going demon one more time. This is like his last contract too. So this is his last handful of years with the company. You know, we're going to see him like win whatever belts he didn't win maybe. And we're going to see him break out the demon, and we're going to see him break off from Judgment Day. And I think Judgment Day lives on without him. I think, like, because when they break up, someone's going to be like, I'm still the Judgment Day, right? Where it makes sense where Finn goes off and starts, like, another faction or whatever, or just reforms Bullet Club or whatever. And then you have Carlito and them in the Judgment Day, and then they just stay like more and more because they're just going to keep regressing until they're just full-blown jobbers, and then it doesn't really matter what happens to them after that, you know. Like Dom will obviously be elevated by it all in the end. Like he'll be the guy who gets a push coming out of all that. But yeah, I love all this Hall of Fame stuff for Triple H as well. I'm glad they're doing it now. I've said it time and time again. I think that he should have been inducted before he was like the boss and all that anyways, right? They should have pulled the trigger on that before. So I'm glad they're doing it now instead of pulling a Vince to where it's awkward. Like, what do they wait 10 years and he's like the boss and it's like awkward to induct him then, you know? I just, they should have did it like while Vince was still there, I felt, but I'm glad they're doing it in the Paul Levesque era. Especially because he didn't choose to do it. It's like Nick Khan who's making like, that's what I love too. Nick Khan, the best Khan in pro wrestling, right? He's doing stuff like putting New Jack in the game, being like Triple H, you're in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like getting Cody Rhodes that watch. Like he's doing super Mark 100 million, you know, like billionaire shit. He's doing like Uber Mark billionaire shit, but he's standing back and he's a fan. So he's letting the people who know what they're doing make the best shit that he can fan out about and remain a fan while still like doing Mark shit, like finding Dusty's watch and putting New Jack in the game and inducting Triple H, those sorts of things, right? That's how Tony Khan would have been better suited in wrestling. Tony Khan, he would have been better suited like sitting back and funding Cody Rhodes' big shows on the indies. Why don't you just give Cody Rhodes to do a YouTube show and book indie cards, super indies once every 3 months or whatever? Like that would have served way better. you know, then what the fuck you're doing? Like, All Elite Wrestling could have been an umbrella for all the indies and shit, and Cody Rhodes and the Elite and everything they're doing. And then the weekly TV show could have just been like, here's the best moments and promos and all the shit you need to see in this 1 hour or 2 hours called All AEW Dynamite or whatever. And then buy this pay-per-view we're selling. Like, they could have did something innovative, you know, something like that. And instead, no, dude. Instead, no. Nick Khan, though, is doing like the innovative Marcus shit, you know? Anyways, though, we're locked in for this IC title match. There's been a lot of title changes in WWE lately, folks. Don't be shocked if they fucking switch titles right here tonight again. And then we see Breaker defeat Demon Finn for the belt back at Mania. That's what I said before. People scoffed at that. Don't be shocked. Is that Braun with jobber face? Could be. See, I don't know because he's so new in the game. It's not like I've seen Charlotte wrestle so many times. It's like, you know, when she's got boo-boo face, right? There's certain wrestlers you know when they have boo-boo face. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a moment like this, you know? So there's been a few, but in NXT you can't have fucking boo-boo face. You have to see boo-boo face like a few times on someone before you fucking fully know, right? Like, they could just be working, you know? It could just be like, oh, dude, no, I fucking not legit. Like, I had the shits last night. I ate something bad. I was on the road. I picked this up from the gas station. You know, you don't know. There could be some of that, right? I might shit myself if I bump. I'm just worried about it, right? So there's a bit of that, too, that you could factor in. So you don't quite know. So, but usually when people have multiple examples, then it's like, all right, they got boo-boo face. So, like Jade Cargill, she gets it real bad.
A world-traveled veteran of this game knows full well he's not going to overpower Braun Breaker. And this is a rare instance where Finn might not be able to outpace his opposition. Finn's going to have to rely on what he knows.
Yeah, Finn's going to slow this. He's going to keep the pace slow, try and wear him down, try and work over a leg. If this is a shoot, you got to work over a leg, brother. Use your speed as well, but then slow it down by working a body part over. But then use your speed to do that, to slow it down. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, fast off the bat, then you fucking chop him down. So he's trying to work his neck over. That's dumb because he's a big, buff, burly motherfucker. You got to work an arm or a leg over, dude. Oh, a headlock takeover, though, vet. Finn's been in there with Joe and tons of big boys. Roman. Look at his eyes. He's got jobber face. Yeah, I could totally see that. Boo-boo face is nasty work. It's just the truth, man. Kiki. That's just Jade's face. Yeah, no, she gets it bad, man. Same with fucking Charlotte gets it bad too.
Over the top rope by Balor, but perhaps prematurely celebrating. Man can't afford to get overconfident in this one, as skilled as he may be.
Shoulder tackles. Got to chop a knee or something, Finn. Let's go. I don't even know why I'm rooting for Finn so hard. Just because he seems like the underdog. Whoever the perceived dog is, you always cheer for, you know? Like, everyone likes a good underdog comeback, right? So it's like you just go into this thinking Braun's just going to murder him in Minecraft. Yeah, going for the spear already. There you go. Sling blade. Throw his ass into a post, Finn. Throw his ass into a post. Okay, so we're in commercial. Finn's rolling in the fucking ring here. And they're just he's just like, I'm going to win by count out. You can't win by count out. He's just letting Braun recover here. Getting his bearings. How's he going to approach Braun? He's got the upper hand by being in the ring. Now he's just stomping on him. Yeah, here you go. Slow it down. Stay on him, though, Finn. Let's go. Head smash in the corner. And now Finn's just going to work. Shots to the body, giving him the 10 corner punches.
And I think you catch some sort of leg lock or a knee bar or something on someone as powerful as Braun Breaker.
I think you see jobber face a lot more to people who man, you see it way more now. Wrestlers are way more fucking sensitive than they used to be. You see it way more nowadays. But at the same time, though, I mean, fucking, it's just like any term, like in wrestling. Everybody, I think real boo-boo face only happens once in a while. Yeah, like it doesn't have. IWC just throws fucking just aura. They just beat words to death. So yeah. I don't know if Braun had boo-boo face. I didn't pick up on it, and I didn't. I wouldn't be able to identify it yet because he could just, like I said, he could have to take a shit or something. We don't know. He could have just been like, "No, I'm gonna murk you, Finn. You talk shit." Like he just had that face off with Penta as well. So, you know what I mean? It's I don't think he'd even have boo-boo face. They're trained right in NXT, bro. And Jade skipped all that. That's why she gets fucking boo-boo face. Charlotte, she's just like one of the goats. So she's just always had like an ego thing, bro. Like you guys, I don't know. You guys can tell. We all know. She's a Flair. It's in her fucking nature, man. It is what it is. But I'll tell you, as boo-boo face, fucking Cena in that graphic on the road to WrestleMania. They're promoting that the whole show, or during every commercial, they have this graphic up the whole time. And by the way, Finn is just throwing body blows, keeping Breaker in the corner and just chopping him and shit. Chops and body shots. Like, he's just not letting him breathe, and he's just not letting him leave the corners, by the way. Like, we're not missing, like, huge moves. No one's doing mushroom stomps like fucking Dragon Lee. You know? Fucking missing all the good shit during the commercial. And we're back here, so.
For the first time ever, Monday Night Raw is live in Brussels.
But yeah, they're saying that Breaker's cousin, when he comes in, he's going to just be a Steiner. He's not going to be called. So I don't think you switch Braun to Braun Steiner, but you could call them the Steiners or the Breaker. Here's the thing. I don't know what you do there, but obviously team them up. And then it's good as like individuals to have your own branding instead of just being like the creeds, like interchangeable, although Breaker's way more well known. But I think two of those Steiner boys are coming in. So it's like, do you just call them the Steiners then? And then Breaker remains Breaker. But either way, they need to squat up. That's going to be fucking amazing. Because that kid's a freak too. A genetic freak. Oh, just slapping him. The disrespect. Oh, the boots to the face. The punches.
I've known Balor a long time, and I was sort of hoping it was strategy that Vic was trying to get under the skin of Braun Breaker, trying to get Braun to make a mistake. That does not seem to be the case, and now Finn is paying for it. Launching himself in that flying elbow, not a Balor. Look at that.
Oh, man. Big backdrop there.
The freak of nature. Breaker stood up by Balor. Breaker up. Delivered a power slam. Just like Daddy
Damn.
used to do. Picked out a midair.
Here we go. People are running down. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Jake's just in here disagreeing with everything. Just an edgelord in here today. So look at Arn Anderson's kid. Yeah, he didn't get trained properly. The reason I'm hyped for it is because look at the NIL, the way they're developing everyone. I just have so much faith in that system now. It's like he's going to get it. And he wants to be a wrestler. So when people want to be wrestlers and he's not just getting into it because like his knees hurt or whatever, like Maxine's boyfriend, that's fucking, that's cool to me, you know? Like his goal is he wants to be a wrestler. So he's obviously a fan of his dad. That's why I get hyped for certain NILs. But yeah, if you're just like, oh, this fucking O lineman from the fucking from the Bills, you know, it's like I don't give a shit about that, you know. Like when Logan came in, I was like, I was such a hater on that shit. But he picked it up so quick, and it's like he's not even NIL really, even though he is a good athlete. And we got color on Breaker. Oh my god, diving lariat over the table. We got color, though, too. Hard way, brother. No, he just popped his mouth on something. Breaker did, it looks like. Or that's just good lighting. Fuck yeah, dude, those new tables are dangerous, bro. They make me scared as fuck. Someone's going to puncture along. We'll have to see how this match goes. Yeah, exactly. Dom, future GOAT. He's going to be a world champ. And when he does, bronze acceleration is Usain Boltish. Dude, he's fucking a speed demon, yeah. Emperor Ken begging for highs. Bro, you never said hi to me, Ken. You're not allowed to fucking... But your membership is very much appreciated. You son of a bitch. Right? Them shits don't break. Dude, it's dangerous. I'm telling you, man. Someone's going to get like they're going to like trip and like corner their eye on the corner or something. And then we'll see some real Rey Mysterio fucking... some real Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins shit, bro. Fucking eyeball pop out. Then what? No, it won't be that. They just got to be careful. Like JD. Okay, here we go. Spear into the buckle. And then Finn was sort of grabbing the tights there, too. Getting desperate. Gorilla press. Kick out. Yeah, we got color, dude, in the mouth. Color in the mouth, bro. Could have just bit his lip or something, fucking running 1,000,000 miles an hour. Got to bite down on something, running flash speed. Fucking brrrr. Bite down on your tongue. Or he got popped in the fucking mouth. Here we go.
Right now, Braun Breaker is that man.
Okay, a shitty knee. Enziguri on the buckle. Uh-oh, we're going for it. Just ripping at his face. Breaker like interrupts the dive. He just starts ripping at his head and shit.
Grabbing Braun Breaker by the face to stop Braun's forward ascent. Break up now.
They're just, yeah, Carlito, fuck out of here. Oh. Yeah, damn, they are going for that. Triple H has got the time fucking reeled in. He really likes that 2.5 hours, which is perfect. Oh, he almost, thank God. Like Breaker's footing, you see, if you rewatch that, his second foot kind of caught the top rope, but he saved it. Big Spirit's over. Yeah, Breaker with the win. Boom. Good win. Big win. Okay, so Mania multi-man match or something. See, that's what Husey, he's like, it'll be multi-man. I'm like, dude, come on. I'm like, nah, dude, Breaker, like, they got to give him someone to get a big win over. Like they're pushing. I'm like, please, it's just wishful thinking on my end. I'm like, please, not another like multi-man mayhem or whatever at Mania. But it seems like it's gonna be fucking right again, that Husey.
I would agree with that assessment, Paul. Exactly what they're trying to do. Make it right.
Okay, so Penta hits the ring. Let's go. Big finish for Penta here. Boom. Super kick. There's still how much time on this show? Typically, like 10 more minutes. Does this last 10 minutes, or do we see a beatdown Cody Rhodes with Cena standing over him? Like Mama Rhodes. And he's got a weight belt, and he's like, Mama Rhodes. Chat, you tell me. And you fucking cheaters in the poll. Yeah, 78% of y'all thought Breaker, but you guys are cheating. I see it going up to 80. Softest spear. Penta. Dom costing him. Dom being Dom needs to be a shirt. Okay, so then Penta Breaker at Mania, maybe. We took a long way to get there. And then they can both just fight off Judgment Day, folks, until Mania. The show's just ending. Unless it cuts to backstage and they're like, oh, what happened? No, it's just ending. Wow. Okay, really good Raw. I thought we'd get some more Cena Cody stuff. So, chat, what do you think of that? That was and they ended a little early, right? Like, I think they'd have a few more minutes. So, damn, man. Maybe they thought Cena would have taken. Overall, I thought that Raw was really fucking good. The main event was really good too. Breaker winning, I think. So all that boo-boo face shit you guys were saying, yeah, exactly. It was fucking nothing. And he was just being real serious. Him and Penta, I guess, for what? Are they trying to do Dom versus Finn? Are they trying to do JD? Because JD's ready to come back before. Like, he wants to come back already. So he's like, within a month, maybe. He said that on CVV, and typically CVV films those interviews like a month or at least a couple weeks in advance, right? So he could possibly be coming back like right away. So maybe Finn and JD versus like Carlito and Dom, but then who's the heels in that? Like, we don't want to make Dom the baby face yet, do we? Maybe they do. Dewey, let's ask Dewey. He's in charge. He usurps everything. But I don't know. Maybe that is what they want to do there. Yeah, I don't know, man. That Penta Braun match, it seems like we have 1 month. We have about like 32 days or whatever, 33 days until Mania. That's the Mania match then? Just Penta and Braun? Or they just hotshot book that again and do it in fucking 3 weeks or so, or 2 weeks or whatever the fuck. I don't know, but yeah, it seems like now it's more focused, but then Finn has to go off and be mad at someone else, seemingly, right? Or else none of this really makes sense. Who could he be mad at? Dom. So they just do a little heel versus heel. Maybe Dom like doesn't go full babyface, but he's just like a comedy character, and they just take the piss, and Finn whoops his ass with JD. Who knows? Speaking of JD, we're going to talk about JD and Mercedes Mone. Oh, so don't go anywhere. Don't change that dial. But I'm just sort of thinking this out here. As far as, like, is that a Mania level match, though? Finn and JD versus Dom and Carlito. Maybe if you're thinking of it like, okay, we need one match that's sort of like, not who gives a shit, but if there's one match where it's like, all right, I'm going to go get some fucking nachos or something, could be that one, maybe just a fun whatever match. Who knows? Maybe they just save that for the shows surrounding Mania, and then Chelsea Green gets her slot, or Lyra gets her slot, or whatever, right? We're seeing a lot of last minute build. I don't like it all the time. Like everything seems very last minute. There's a couple key things that are booked so well though that it just washes that away. But and when you're able to do it, you're able to sell out both nights. Why not fucking do that? But at the same time, like a couple longer builds, maybe for some of those, maybe for like a Chelsea Green to where, yeah, it's sort of a whatever, the mid-card title, but maybe if there's a longer build that just adds an extra little bit of like, to it, instead of what seemingly we may get. Like, I guarantee one of these matches is going to be a multi-man for the US or something. For one of the tag belts, there's going to be like a, 6-man gauntlet or whatever, a 6-man turmoil match or whatever the fuck, a ladder match or something. I could totally see that happening, which is fine. I mean, I like to be sports entertained, and it's Mania. That's when you pull out all the stops. But just thinking this out here, yeah, it seems as though Finn's going to move on to something with Dom, and yeah, they're just focusing on Penta and Breaker, which I like. You want to feature those two guys. You'll have half the crowd barking, half the crowd going fucking Cero Miedo. So that could be really good. Maybe Penta finally gets his crowning moment. That'd be cool too, because I think Breaker, I don't know, you don't want to push him too fast, but he is sort of like I don't know, if he was in the world heavyweight title picture, I wouldn't even be mad at it, right? Randy Orton got thrown in that picture pretty quickly, and he ended up living up to it in the long run. Da, da, da. So yeah, I think Breaker could carry, like, this IC title run has proved. It hasn't been like the greatest IC title run of all time, but that's because, again, they're treating the mid-card titles more like mid-card titles, as opposed to, like, there was a point there where they had part-time world champions, and fucking Cena and Bryan had to come back and try and elevate the mid-card titles to be like main titles because they had no other fucking choice, right? So the mid-card titles are sort of being treated as such, and I think that's smart for in the long run. But yeah, ultimately, if people were to come to me and say, Phil, the booking for this Mania has been atrocious, I'd be like, that's capping. If they were to say it hasn't been the best, like, I just don't think it's been that good, bar the couple few things, I would go, I don't blame you. For me, I'm satisfied. And I'll tell you why, because I like to keep guessing a little bit. And I'm one of these people, like, I don't need to know. Like, I like to know the card in advance. Like, if I was going, I'd want to for sure, but I don't need to know each thing. I'm okay with, we got 4 really big matches announced like a month or 2 out, or a couple months or whatever. Once the Rumble winner happens, you basically can piece it together. So, like, I'm okay with just a few big matches, and then let's see what else they can pull off throughout the evening. But that's me, though. I'm able to suspend the disbelief a little bit, and I'm invested week to week, so I can, I don't know, I can throw myself into, like, okay, they're just moving on to Dom or whatever, they're just moving on to Penta because I'm in it, I'm in the grind. If there's a casual and they're like, well, what the fuck's on Mania? I don't know. Most people look things up last minute now anyways too. Oh, this is a thing, let me look. Oh shit, let me watch this, it's on Netflix. As long as you get those main matches like Cena and Cody Rhodes, you can slap those on posters. You got most people hook, line, and sinker. So and they already sold the tickets, so that's my defense of, like, the build up to Mania. But I get why some people might go, what the fuck? Why are they a bunch of titles are changing hands right before Mania? We're seeing, like, feuds play out and then new ones start right, like, 30 days out. What the fuck? Yeah, I could totally see if some people don't like that, but just get used to that Mania season. WWE, I think last year it worked, and I think this year they're like, how do we recreate that same thing? Flip it on its ear out of nowhere right before Mania and have everyone like, oh shit. So they did it again with John Cena's heel turn. Next year, who knows what it'll be, but right before Mania, maybe they do it like 1 month earlier out right before the Rumble or something. Maybe they try it, who knows? But next year, expect more of the same, for people to be like, man, the Mania build there is, and then out of nowhere they just do something to shock the world and have you going, I can't wait. And I just can't wait for next Raw. Like that fucking Glasgow crowd is going to go nuts. They're going to be fucking insane. They're going to be enthralled. This Brussels crowd was absolutely amazing. Just leading up to Mania, the hype. And then when they get back to America, man, they're going to, like, Vegas is going to have to show out, dude, with a crazy ass wild crowd. And I'm super hyped for this Mania. Now, would I have liked maybe... I don't know. I think it's good for Penta, but I don't know. I think they also could have got here better than they are for this. But they also ended Raw on this note. So next week, Cena's going to be there. You got to think there might be some physicality, right? Like we just saw them jaw back and forth. Next week, what? Some physicality? Maybe Cena like bludgeons R-Truth. We got to see that on the road to Mania, no? Like R-Truth comes out and then Cena just bludgeons him and taps him out with the STF. Right? Something like that. I don't know. But that was a solid Raw. I really fucking enjoyed it. Nick Chiver says, only build I'm disappointed in is Tiffy's. Yeah, and that's because clearly Charlotte's like, okay, she can't dive on me. She has to, like, you know, she doesn't want to be dove on, which I get it. She just got back from injury. She doesn't want to fucking be put on the shelf right before Mania. But Charlotte is just cringe, you know? It's just something about everything she's doing I'm not down with, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. They're just going to add some last-minute matches. Maybe that's the way to do it because they got to move things around. They don't know who's going to be there and who's not going to be there. Things like that, you know? Here, pull up another folder here. Let me see. I've been focused on... Okay, so we have a very special sicko. IWC will always find something to complain about. Alt Jake takes on. Yeah, my friend, you know, but that's the nature of people, you know, ultimately. And that's the nature of a comfortable society. You know, everybody's too comfortable, so it's easy to complain when you're comfortable. Yeah, I would just say that people also like to vent their... Again, man, I just take it back to, it's like when I would read comic books and shit when I was younger too. Wrestling it toes the same line. I always say wrestling is like real life comic books, you know, because it's like you argue over who would win and, you know, who's right, who's in the right and who's in the wrong, and characters you try and relate to certain things and all of that, and so like part of that is you have to be critical, you have to be cynical, and you have to complain about this or that, you know. It's fucking dumb that Superman just puts his glasses on and no, that makes Batman superior. No, but what Superman stands for, you know. And it's the same thing with like the reason why people like you know, movie reviews. Phil Marks Out, ladies and gentlemen, that's my other YouTube channel. You know, it's just, you know, it's the reason why people like sports analysts and, you know, people like to hear other people complain and put things over, you know, fan about shit and, you know, groan about shit. So, especially with a comfortable society, you know, and with wrestling just being so accessible, it's so easy to complain about this shit and be so fucking fickle, you know. Here, let me find myself here because we got a very special sicko segment today. Where does it even start? We've got, I mean, it starts, we emptied out this sicko folder here pretty well. And some of the shit we're going to skip over for Wednesday. And Wrestle Talk stole my goddamn joke, the Hollywood Balds joke. Fucking said it on their stream. Listen to PWT confirmed. So here, I'm just finding the JD stuff. Everybody get some pukeoids, some puke faces in the fucking chat. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I told the show this. AEW removed me as a follower too. How fucking crazy is that? So I refollowed them, but they removed me. Because at no point would I have ever removed them or like unfollowed them, you know? So unless there was a phantom button press, but that hasn't fucking happened. I fixed that problem, chat. So it's like, yeah, and then like when I searched them back up to go follow their account, they were like 30, like I typed in AEW and they were like 30 pages, like scrolls down for me, like shadow banned type shit, you know? I'm shadow banned, the black helicopters, but they were way down. Like I just scrolled like 4 times, 4 scrolls of my thumb, 4 presses, right, to get down to when I was like, what the fuck? And then so they removed me as a follower. They had to have. I don't know what else it could have been. I don't know if I said that on the show yet. Pretty funny. Here, I'm just getting to the part where JD was banished from his own shit. So from his own gig, man. Where is it? I think some of it, this is going to be a crossover. There's some AEW news mixed with let me just see here. AEW news mixed with Sicko segment here. So I'm just getting organized, chat. You all hit the like button. I think we're going to get a run in here in just a moment as well. So you all be ready for that. I have to check the like count here. And I know this is the utmost compelling radio, but this is what must be done right now. Because, yeah, we have a bit of a crossover here. So I'm just going to move some things to the Sicko folder. You guys run those fucking likes up because, yeah, Jericho's about to do a run-in more than likely today. And let me just see. I think that's it. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. So I will get the Sickos refreshed over here, and I'm checking likes, chat. There better be a fucking 100 J, what is it? JARRETT 82. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the Sicko segment, joining us on the show, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho.
I look and see it's not just me. So many others have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spent our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Let it get wild. Yeah.
Fabio El Fabio, speaking of comics, you watched Preacher? No, sir. No, sir, I have not. But hey, Phil Mark's out. Check out that channel and maybe I'll get around to it. Yeah, I have some other content coming too, like different than just reviews as well. Some cool shit in the works, but it's about like compiling data, if you will, like we do on the Sickos for a very special Sicko segment. Oh, sorry, I botched it. Here we go. Did I just kill everyone's ears? It's time for a very special Sicko segment. And we'll give an Ichi Nissan Da because it does tie into AEW. A little bit. You guys know what I'm saying? So, basically what had happened, you guys know that we covered JD from NY. Oh, right? And, a lot of people accuse JD of being a bit of a flip-flopper. Oh, he loved AEW, then out of nowhere he hates AEW. I maintain, I give him the benefit of the doubt and say, people wake up at different times, right? Everybody wakes up eventually to AEW, and you're starting to see that. The numbers reflect that. And I think JD was fine. He still had one of the biggest audiences, regardless if he hated on AEW or not. So I don't know if it's that necessarily. Not to say that money and you know, his viewership increasing so greatly wouldn't be a factor, you know, like seeing that. And I'm not saying that wouldn't motivate someone, but I like to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, the man blocked me when I was like calling AEW for what it was, and then he unblocked me when he agreed with the shit that I was saying a year before that he was now saying. So, and again, I don't like hold a grudge for that. When I do the JD impression, it's just to be funny. I don't hate Conrad, and I'm like, oh, come on now, Eric. I'm just being funny, right? So, and the reason I'm saying all this is because people right now have like drawn a line in the sand. Now it's like not just WWE wackos versus AEW sickos. It's like fucking JD from NY defenders versus fucking AEW wrestlers and AEW people and shit. It's so fucking stupid, man. He's just a guy with an opinion. If his fucking opinion triggers you that much, you know, if he's sitting there saying like, I'm going to beat you up and agreeing to combat like him and Joey. Okay, I get why him and Joey go at it all the time, right? If JD just criticizes your shit and you don't like him, well, you're fucking, I'm sorry, you're being a baby. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Imagine what Anthony Mackie goes through just from being fucking Captain America. You know what I mean? Imagine what that guy goes through. Like, chill, calm down, you know? Like, who cares? It's all fucking good, right? That's the whole point. That's what I try to point out. Like, Meltzer's opinion is fucking dumb, and so is 90% of the people's out here, okay? So, you know, JD, he does commentary for what is it called? House of Glory, Hog Wrestling, okay? And he's been doing it for a while now. And, you know, we've covered it here on the show. Joey Janela and him have wanted to fight each other. You know, wrestlers Ricochet just can't help. He's so triggered by fucking JD. And it's so cringe. It's like, dude, stop selling for him then. If you don't care, if it's like, no, he's just an idiot who doesn't matter, then don't sell for him. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so, you know, JD and Joey have always hated on each other. We're going to cover some of that. What had happened was, though, he works for Hog Wrestling. He does commentary. Mercedes Mone is wrestling a match against Megan Bain for the Hog title. A bunch of people, including myself, call out, oh, she's going to win that belt too, isn't she? So then she gets replaced with Indy Hartwell, who is the ROW champion, but not the ROW like Reality of Wrestling. ROW like whatever the Australian ROW is. You guys know what I'm saying? Like it's called Rage Renegades of Wrestling or some shit like that, right? And so she's like a women's champ there. So some people are like, oh no, she's going to drop that belt. No, that wasn't the case, but she did wrestle Mone. I don't know. I watched the match. You know, it is what it is. So before this match, right, JD gets pulled off fucking commentary, right? So not only is it not Megan, but Indy steps in, and then it's announced that JD gets pulled off commentary because Mercedes Mone like requested it, that he not be. Well, at least that's, he hasn't denied that, and that's what everybody, I'm not sure if anyone's confirmed that or flat outright said that, but that's what everybody speculated, and it makes the most sense because why else would that happen? All of a sudden, he's not allowed to call her match. Now, I'm going to get into his post with the cha-cha-cha, Charmin, and like everything else, right? We're going to break down what other people have to say. Now, if you guys are asking if you guys is asking my opinion on it, listen, for JD, welcome to the wrestling bid buzz. Okay, I just botched. Hold on, let's rewind that. We're gonna You fucked up. Welcome to the wrestling biz, bud, where people are, and I'm not even saying JD's out there boo-hooing himself. He's not like, licking my wounds and shit. He's not complaining. He just called her soft, and then all the wrestlers are jumping on him. But like, that's what people do. They politic and fuck with you, and that's entertainment in general, bro. You know, so you know, if he's getting his first daddy magic taste of like getting booted off a show, that's shitty. Bound to happen. I bet he doesn't even care as much as other people are making it out to be. Now, that being said, other people, or not other people, a lot of people rather pointed out how they're like, well, he tried to backtrack and was like, I actually like Mercedes, and yeah, I really do love her work, and I just, her AEW, her booking's not good, and da-da-da-da-da. So, and I understand doing that too, because sometimes you get so lost in motherfucking people that it, you know, at the end of the day, I am an AEW fan. Like, I try to put over the shit when I watch it. You guys hear it. I've been less and less interested as time. I gotta be honest, you know. It's just I have no faith in Tony Khan anymore. I really don't. So it's like if I give it, like, why don't I give TNA the same energy? You know, that's how I'm starting to feel personally, right? As a fan, it's like, okay, cool, but like, I'm a fan of this other shit. I don't give the same energy. And WWE, there's so much to talk about lately. So I get it. You get caught up motherfucking where it's like, I'm a fan of Mercedes. I'm a fan of Sasha Banks. I am, like, me as well, you know? I'm an Edge fan. I'm a Dean Ambrose fucking fan, man. Who wasn't? I was a big Moxley fan at the start of AEW too, dude. When Wild Thing would hit, I'd go fucking crazy. I'd crash out, you know? It was awesome, dude. You know, you can, but sometimes you get caught up being like, fuck these dudes. And I could say the same thing. I was a big Young Buck fan before. Now it's just, oh my God, you know, I just can't even stand them. But there was for a long time where it's like, yeah, I'm a fan of them. So I get where JD's coming from, and people are like, he's backtracking, and it is backtracking. We'll call it what it is, a bit, right? But also he's reminding sickos, like, guys, I'm not just burying her to bury her, but then people will never believe it anyway. So just my opinion on that whole thing is, yeah, what do you expect Mercedes is going to do, dude? Sammy Guevara's fucking banished to Ring of Honor. You had to know she was going to do that to you, or any of these AEW guys are going to do that to you. And I think JD does know that, and I don't think he's complaining that much. I think other people are complaining on behalf of him more, you know, and they're like, oh, JD apologists and shit. So I don't know if people want to call me that. Sure. Nobody's roasted him though more than me. I'm just saying at the same time, like, I do a whole bit around where it's like, Gabagoo, I'm JD Dice Clay. Oh, so you guys can fucking say whatever. I don't really give a shit. But ultimately, I think people are more outraged for JD than JD is. And I think, I don't know. I didn't read all the argument stuff. People tagged me. I saw something. I bookmark it. I react with you guys. Him putting out the Charmin thing. He's well within his right to do that. And that's funny because it does prove that. Back in the day, if you hated JD so bad, and I know, well, it's not back in the day, Phil. Okay, but are we trying to draw money or not? What is WWE doing that's fucking drawing all this money and getting all this attention and going viral? Work, shoot works, brother. So what's real? Who really hates each other? Who does? So all I'm saying, man, is that, like, this, so like, these are the same sickos will defend Mercedes for doing this, are the same ones like, oh, WWE ID, the same week that, you know, Brett Lauderdale and all these people have to come out and be like, and all these wrestlers have to be like, dude, WWE isn't mingling with fucking anything. They're not doing shit, right? They aren't even like fucking subsidizing our travel and that shit. Like, they aren't doing anything, bro. They're not booking nothing. The same week about WWE's poison for the indies, all these same sickos are like, oh, this is good. Tony can just pull. Mercedes can just get commentators pulled. But at the same time, I'm also going to advocate on the other side and go, that's the fucking biz, bro. You got the night off work, JD. I know it sucks, but like, fuck, man. I mean, that's, dude, back in the day as well, people would have politicked your ass out of there way quicker, you know? So, yeah, it wouldn't be Twitter fingers fucking threats, dude. It'd be like Joey would pull up on you or whatever, you know, back in the day too. So that's the wrestling business, shades of the old shit again. Tony Khan is Tony McKhan. He is doing all this shit that people thought we left in the past. he's down to do it. He's down to partake, right? Because he's just playing catch up. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's learning the hard way. He didn't actually learn anything from all the I studied all the bookers. No, you didn't study the booking. You just studied like watching the matches like a fucking fan, like a mark, right? You didn't study like the all of the things that go into like booking the angles and telling the stories and having the moments and generating the heat and piquing the interest. Like, you didn't study how people did any of that. He didn't, I'm sorry. He just didn't. So ultimately though, yeah, like, do I feel bad for JD? Sure. Is he missing out on a payday? Sure. Would the right thing for HOG to do be pay him, even though because of the fuckery? Like, dude, you're pulled. Listen, here's your pay. Yes. Is Mercedes soft as fuck for doing that? Absolutely. Is Tony Khan absolutely cringe for that shit? Absolutely. Am I shocked, or does it matter? Should people be melting down or being called apologists or ists anything, or fucking people at war over JD getting pulled from a cop? No, you know what I mean? Like, everyone calm the fuck down. It's not even that big of a deal. But it just shows that JD can pique more interest and get more heat than fucking, you know what I mean? Like, any of these motherfuckers. So it's pretty, I mean, that's, if anything, it's just an indictment of Tony Khan again. And I always bring it back to my guy, Tony, who I'd love to get a White Claw with, But yeah, I hope I broke that down properly. I'm sure I triggered people. You're an apologist. You're a hater. You're a fucking, you all go fuck yourselves. I don't care. This is just how I see it, right? I can see it from both sides. And I definitely just think this isn't something to even get up in arms about. However, I like the controversy, dude. I get to talk about it on this show, and I do enjoy it. Like, these are the type of sicko segments I love, right? Guy with podcast triggers wrestlers and gets kicked off show. Amazing, right? This is what sicko is made for. So this is brilliant. I love it. And yeah, a lot of people are piling on JD. A lot of people are piling on AEW. I'm going to be fence sitting Phil, approach it from both ways. Am I outraged by either thing, by either side? Not fucking at all. Okay. But let's see if we can get outraged by what's going on with these people talking back and forth. Wrestlers, we got fucking, JD piping in. We got Janela piping in, because he loves AEW, because he's publicly thanked, like, oh, my Megan Bain's getting paid so much and I don't have to do shit, pretty much, right? So JD posts the Charmin soft thing. Everyone's like, damn. And then WrestleG goes, and this is why the decision was made. You can't be a journalist and continue to frame the criticism in the way you do. First off, journalism is supposed to be critical. It's not supposed to be biased. You want biased journalism, right? You want them to worry about feelings and shit. That's not what journalism is. And not only that, okay, technically you could say someone like JD or myself is a reporter or journalist, because we do talk about news and we are journaling, and I call it chronicling, because I don't want to be a journalist reporter. You guys get it, right? I try to approach everything a little differently. I say it's chronicling here at PWT, right? So, but yeah, you're supposed to, as a journalist, be super critical. You're supposed to be vocal. You're supposed to call out things. You're supposed to approach things with evidence and data and facts and all of that. And if someone personally attacks you and you're a journalist, you're allowed to, and goes at your livelihood. Let's be honest. JD may lose future gigs. Other people, this is sort of, I don't want to be like, this is terrorism, but this is like putting fear in people so they don't do shit. So now other people on commentary, Charlton, and now JD, they're going to be like, now other commentators are going to be like, I don't want to say or do shit that might not get me a fucking gig. You guys know what I'm saying? So it's, I don't know. I don't want to be like, it's terrorism, but it's like putting fear in people to shut up. What do you call that? I don't know. So, this guy saying you can't be a journalist and continue to frame the criticism in the way you do.
there's levels of respect and ways in which to portray your work. So when he spent years glazing AEW, why weren't you saying the same thing? And like, man, how dare you criticize WWE the way you do? You can have the same opinions and deliver them in a professional way, the way you conduct. So just one of these pussies lecturing him on how to live or speak. And he goes, sounds like you watched for the first time yesterday. 7 years commentating. Some of the biggest names in AEW have worked for us. My body of work, respect, and professionalism speaks for itself when I'm working. Your entire tweet is irrelevant. Okay. So he goes, Guy puts her over on every show he does, SMH. And then JD goes, Anthony, you don't want to spoil it for him. So there you go. Like, his fans, too. This isn't the first time I've heard JD listeners go, bro, he loves Mone. And it's like, there you go. I don't know. I don't listen to JD enough to know if he loves Mone. But for the people saying he was backtracking, it's like there's a bunch of people saying he loves Mone and loved her work as Sasha Banks beforehand as well, and just doesn't like her run in AEW. Is that allowed? There's a lot of people who loved Ricochet who don't love his run in AEW. Isn't that allowed? I don't know. It's so weird how certain things are allowed and certain things aren't to certain subsection of sickos. That's an alliteration for you right there. Joey Janela responds and goes, doing her first indie show in like over 10 years for people she truly respects and is tight with was probably a really special moment for her. With that said, I wouldn't want to spoil things either with some miserable pay-to-play cunt loser, I'll say it, fuck it, on commentary. This is not being soft. This is called facing repercussions for your own words and actions. So why would it be ruined? Would he be like, yeah, and you guys, I fucking hate this broad over here. Oh, first I was over there where I loved Sasha Banks. Now I'm over here now where I hate Mercedes Moné. Oh, like, what was he going to say on commentary? You guys don't get it. She's Jennifer Peppermint. Did she write that spot? Oh, Jen Peppermint, I fucked her. Oh, like, you know what I mean? What was he going to say? I'm sure he would have been professional. So I get it, though. Joey's allowed to talk shit because these two have, like, agreed to mutual combat. They're just allowed to throw down, you know? You can't jump on Joey for jumping in at this point. So look at this shit. So JD says something here. He goes, JD from NY goes, because Adam Copeland and John Moxley are given creative control. The inmates run the asylum, and neither one of them wanted to do business. The only person Copeland has lost to in a singles match is Christian Cage. And then John Draper's like, I don't feel like enough people bring up this creative control thing. Bro, it gets brought up way too much. I love you, John Draper, but dude, no. You're just over there balling out doing like talking about like pop culture and shit, bro. I'm telling you, it gets brought up so much. It's like, we get it, you know? Yes, everyone in AEW has some degree of creative control. We know. Which also helped tank WCW if memory serves. Yeah, for sure. You're not wrong though, Draper, but yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, yes, no. You're just not in the fucking. You might be 1 foot out the bubble a little more than the next man. I'm not sure, but yes, it gets brought up ad nauseum. So then FTR followed the revolutions like Daily Dumb Tweet, who says Cope and Moxley are gaining creative control. You're just someone who grifts for $7 on Twitter. Just some on Twitterland. Hell, you don't even work backstage. None of us do. We're just wrestling fans. Act like one, you rage-filled cupcake. This is literally the same person who puts out press releases every time AEW does something. He puts out like a fucking press release. Like, just so you know my thoughts on this thing, even though nobody asked for my thoughts on this thing. You know, that's what he does. So here, I lost my spot because I accidentally went backwards. Let me see. Okay, so who responds here? Janela Baby and JD. They keep going back and forth, right? So JD quote tweets what we read before. What Joey's like, why would she want someone to fucking ruin her moment? Da-da-da-da, right? And then we get JD who goes, Joey is mad that he has failed to make the big stage in the sport that I make more money than him in. Shut the fuck up, or you'll be wearing concrete pajamas for a long sleep at the bottom of the river. Gabagoo. Shut the fuck up and continue to beg people to buy your t-shirts so you can scrape by, pay for your rent and medical bills. Holy fuck. Because you've blown your life savings on Red Lobster and Marlboro cigarettes. Oh, shit. Oh, man. These guys are going hard, man. Janela goes, got me, LOL, keep crying, little buddy. And then JD's like, get well soon, brother. Or I'll put you in a fucking rose garden. Red Lobster. I got a cigarette. I got some of my boys parked around back outside of the Red Lobster. They got cottons of Marlboros. Like fucking Goodfellas. Slinging fucking Marlboro Reds out the back of a fucking station wagon by the carton behind Red Lobster. Meet me there. Joey Janela goes, blindfold yourself and run in the middle of I-95. Oh, okay. So like death stuff. That's good, I guess. You what? Oh man, it's good shit. Here we go. Moving along. So this guy, King Dreadnought, says, shut up. You've never put one ass in a seat and never been a draw. JD has more viewers in one stream than you'll see in a lifetime. And then bad boy Joey Janela goes, brother, I have a sold out show every year with my name attached, where I'm usually the main event, and it's looked at around the world as the biggest independent show of the year. I'd say keep throating JD, but his cock hard wouldn't even reach your throat. Oh, zinger. We got dick jokes and run into traffic jokes, folks. Okay? We're going fucking no, you're not hardcore. Jake, I called you edgy earlier. We might have you beat. Joey Janela might have you beat, brother. Fucking edgelords tonight. No, I'm just joking. So so funny, man. That's just amazing. So yeah, King Gao says House of Glory did the right thing and kicked JD from NY off of commentary before Mercedes Mone graced their ring for her match. So, dude, was he on commentary and then they had to and then they kicked him off right before her match? Oh, if that's what they did, I can't believe that shit. Oh my God. So was he I was commentating the whole first I was over here commentating the whole thing, and now I'm over there now outside on the sidewalk. Oh. I'm walking over here. I'm walking here. JD has to leave. He's crossing the street. I'm walking here. Oh my God. Oh fuck. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good, man. Phil's New York's answer. Yeah, I might know a few New Yorkers in my day. Oh, hey, I was at least agreeing. Yeah, Jake, I twist titties. That's what this show is. PWT. The T is for twist titties. Monkey Ball says JD needs to be more professional, like my boy SRS. He rubbed my thigh as you do to say this. Oh my God, dude. That's all conspiratorial. We don't know if that's true or not. Hey, I'm walking over here. So, and I'm not laughing that they made him do the walk of shame, but that's real petty, dude. That's Tom Petty. If that's what they did, bro. Oh, man. That is so fucking petty if that's how they treated it. That's like even worse than I thought, bro. So this guy's like, what a pussy, Mercedes Fernando. Can't take the truth, huh? And then Diva Crave's like, he works for that promotion. And then this guy's like, so where's the hatred for Sala Monster? Because he's called out Mone's character in her booking on his podcast. He shit talked Dynamite this past Wednesday. Shit talks WWE when they mess up. Yeah, Sala Monster blocked me, dude, like a long time ago. And fucking, yeah. He has said the same thing about AEW that JD has said. Does Sala Monster work there? I have no idea. He keeps it real and the IWC sensitive about it. Thanks to all, including myself, that major voices heard about the shit JD from NY spewed constantly about Monet and AEW. Justice has prevailed. So you see these fucking sickos, man, like they're now it's like, oh, we get you banned and shit if you don't agree. Like, do you guys notice a pattern here? Like, this is not how things work out in any fucking, like, okay, Hollywood tried that. Now they're desperately begging people to go see Snow White because they're sitting there forever being like, well, you all just fucking suck. You're all fucking dumb. We're going to just fuck up Star Wars and you're dumb and just watch it. You know, like, we're going to fuck up all this stuff you like and just fuck you because you're dumb. It's like, that doesn't work, guys. You're banned and dumb if you just don't fucking agree with what we have to say about this thing you love. No, that's not how it works. And this is just what turns people off of AEW and pro wrestling in general. Fuck, I removed Ricochet's. He said, ha ha ha. We have more Ricochet, I believe, but he was like, ha 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 ha, or whatever, and he gets involved because he always mix it up with Ricochet, with JD rather, and we have JD's response to all of that. First, some more John Draper, my guy. Look at that, John Draper making the fucking sicko segment a couple times. Friend of the show here, 2.3K, and he says Mercedes having JD removed from his actual fucking job because he refuses to put the shitty company she works for and their horseshit product booked by people riddled with antidepressants over is nothing but proof that the criticism labeled towards them are 100% accurate. I mean, he just blanket threw that at AEW, but is he wrong? Like, hey man, if the shoe fits, wear it. If Mercedes is that fucking mad at you, I mean, I don't know, dude. This guy goes, that is such a weak move from her. Did this guy here, Kevin, says, did everyone forget that the people she dragged down? She killed Alexa Bliss forever. Alexa never responded. Draper says it probably came from her boss. They don't like that. He doesn't give them glowing reviews. Week after week, because that's all they really care about. And they have a ton of mentally ill people doing that all the time. Neckbeard says, I don't have a dog in this fight. Mercedes and JD are both twats. There you go. There you go. MLJ says, well, JD doesn't belong in the business, so Mercedes has done something very, very good. Why doesn't he email or whatever your name is, bro? You do shitty commentary for fucking indies. There you go. I just probably burnt 13 bridges right there by saying that. You do fucking trash commentary for these shows, bro. Who the fuck are you to say that about anyone else either? You know, he doesn't belong. Why? Because he doesn't agree with your fucking opinion about wrestling. We don't belong. Everyone, be different. Be you. Be unique. Be your own person. Speak your own voice. Speak your... all this stuff we promote. But if you don't agree, you're an obsessed weirdo who's probably depressed and you don't like... Yeah, everyone, be your own way unless it's not exactly the way we say, or else you're weird and you don't belong. Fucking all accepting wrestling and everybody... Every wrestling's for everyone. Unless you fucking don't agree with us, then you're not allowed. You don't belong. Fuck you, man. Be different, guys, until you're different in the way I don't like you, and then fuck you. You're not allowed. You get banned, and you're not allowed, and you're not allowed to have a job, and you get banned off Twitter, and you like what the fuck is this, dude? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna do me, JD. Do you? Whether I make fun of you, over there and over here now, because it's all in fun. And that's why you unblock me. I truly believe JD has that, just woke up late to this. That's what I think. Although I get it, people have vendettas with him. And I'm not fully taking his side here, but he's not the one out here bitching. Like, other people are bitching on his behalf. And that's where I gave him some credit. Now, when he goes back and forth with the rest, with the boys, that's his prerogative. He's got personal beef. They're calling him out by name, bro. He has every fucking right to rebuttal to that. So, anyways, though, and Draper, I mean, at least Mercedes, he blanket threw it at AEW, so I get why people are getting mad at Draper for this. However, yeah, some people, I mean, okay, Draper's right. Another JD, by the way, I'm just noticing. JD, oh, John Draper, oh. But he's right, but when you blanket throw it at AEW, expect the sicko backlash. But if you had just said it about Mercedes, you would have just like got blocked or something. And anyways, because there's a lot of AEW fans who don't fuck with Mercedes either. You know, they are out there. Meng's mullet, though, says, fuck him for being him. Fuck you for twerking for him. Okay. And you're not twerking for the other side. I follow Meng's mullet too. I didn't. He goes, fuck HOG for hiring him. F HOG for being called HOG. That's crazy. I'm going to start a company called Big Tits. That's kind of funny. I think Meng's mullet's more being like a little more funny here, but I think it's a little bit of seriousness draped in there. Yeah, no, not fuck you for being you, unless he's like outright, you know, a piece of shit, I guess. But that's, I don't know, man. I haven't seen that. So, Ricochet, here we go. I called cap on this. I quote tweeted this too, and I was like, this is complete cap. You know, I'm still going to buy these pay-per-views and tune in every week until we get through, but this is anyone with good criticism gets pushed away. Okay. And anybody with shitty criticism gets welcomed in as like a fucking sicko, even though like Dave Meltzer, they're just hurting AEW. But they get called fucking, they get praised and they get catered to. The people who have real criticisms like JD or myself, they get pushed away and get called Fed drones and all this shit. So Ricochet's capping here, but he responds to this fan who says, would be better if you actually listen to what fans want instead of mocking people that are honest about AEW. You might be a heel now, but come on with that weak attitude. You're great, but just because someone has an opinion doesn't mean you get them fired. And then Ricochet says, we listen to our fans, every single one of them. You don't. That's a bold-faced lie. The ones that are left, yeah, you listen to those ones. And those are the ones you shouldn't have been listening to. All of them are important to AEW. That's a lie. You slapped so many fans. Ricochet, before you were ever there. This isn't even your conversation to have, Ricochet, because this is before you were ever there. They got slapped in the face, okay? And then he says, however, there's a difference between a fan with real criticisms. So 2 years ago, when I say they need to move to smaller buildings, what is Tony Khan doing? Think of the fan service. Think of the fans. That used to be my main argument. This is the opposite of for the fans. Let's bring it back to old PWT, to old Phil Marks, dude. Okay, what about the fan service booking these big-ass buildings where they got to pay fucking $11 a beer and walk for 30 miles to get across the fucking empty building to see the show? Sometimes pay up the ass for parking and stuff. Like, what is the... That's a fair criticism. Tony Khan catches on 4 years too late and I'm the asshole. No, Ricochet, this isn't even your conversation to be had, bro. I've been more down with AEW longer than you have been, Ricochet. But for real, dude, you were in the fucking Fed, bro. You're not allowed. You don't know real graps, dog. No, but like he was in the Fed, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like you didn't get here until this was already too little too late. You know, it's just a little too late. You came waltzing in when like they're trying to revamp shit and you're a part of it. So I just don't think this is room for you to. I don't even know if you've been there 1 year yet. So I don't even know if you can talk. But anyways, he goes, and dumb shit idiot who just wants to spread unnecessary hate. Learn the two. No, Ricochet, I think you need to learn the two. I think you don't know the difference between the two and you just projected that onto JD. That's what I think. So someone in chat, what if the whole JD Mone thing is a work? Then that's fucking amazing. Then it should be in the sicko segment. Then that's even better because we all got work like Marks, and that's part of it, right? So JD says, who wants to tell Trevor that I was a real fan and that he is late to the fucking party with grossly over-exaggerated misinformation? You don't listen to your fans. You all live in a bubble. You don't listen to fans. You all live in a bubble where nothing is wrong and everything is so great. You all fucking hate your fans, and the company shuns genuine concern and criticism to appease one man. Hope this helps, Trev. Hope this helps, Trev, calling him out his name, giving him that Meltzer disrespect, dude. Yeah, Ricochet's laughing. This guy, Powerful King JJ's like, it must be true if Ricochet's laughing at him for it. BQ Speaks, who was recently, we covered this gentleman in the Dave Meltzer segment last time. He had a story boosted or some information lifted from him by Dave Meltzer, and then he wasn't even credited for it. And then when BQ Speaks was like, yo, Dave, hey, I don't even care that you didn't credit me, but it just should be known, like, you boosted this and didn't credit me, you know? Or however he put it. He just put it in a, like, normal, nonchalant, chill way. And then Dave Meltzer blocked him, as he fucking does, because, well, he's a baby back bitch. But now BQ Speaks makes this sicko segment. And let's hear what a very level-headed gent from my experiences, I believe. So he responds to King Gao, who earlier we covered said House of Glory did the right thing and kicked JD off of the thing, the commentary desk or whatever, right before the match, which is if that's what happened, holy shit, is that crazy. But Negative BQ says, I listened to JD on my way to work. Dude destroys Mercedes every week. And then when she announced for HOG, he spent the first 5 minutes of the next pod trying to backtrack everything he said by implying that he's actually a huge fan, but just doesn't agree with how she's booked. So there's a conspiracy afoot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't listen to JD all the time, so y'all will have to tell me that, you know, but that's what he says about the matter. And then I think some people got into it, started mixing it up with him under here. He goes, for the record, I like his content quite a bit. I'm just a no bullshit guy who's calling a spade a spade. And then AO's like, he played himself when it was too late, LOL, and Mercedes or TK or whoever used their stroke ought to be embarrassing. It's never a good look when you start to ask if somebody, dude is the biggest flip-flopper since Mitt Romney. More disingenuous IWC BS. So, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. I've had the wrong banner on this whole show, too. This is actually a PWT live show 13. But, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, it's like half and half right now, and we have a war between like JD and his people in AW, and it's just more sickos. Like, they're gonna gobble everyone up till they gobble each other up, which is ultimately what's gonna happen at the end of the day. And that's my opinion on it, man. Like, these folk who are interested in tearing each other down are always gonna do it until they tear themselves down. And that's, I guess, just the way that the cookie crumbles on all of that. If I'm JD, I'm leaning into this so hard. I agree. I would just be leaning into it, responding to every wrestler. You look on the side here too. You know, JD's got 2.8K on X, like simul streaming to X as well. So that's like a huge fucking number of people, and he's absolutely crushing it. So I would be leaning into it too. Yeah, I'd mix it up with JD, dude. I think I'd fucking pop him so hard with with my impression of him and stuff. He doesn't seem like a guy who can't take a fucking joke, right? But at the same time, though, I don't know. Someone tag me in his rant. If he rants about this, I'll cover it. But more people are acting butthurt than him. He's actually taking the high road and just sort of only responding to the wrestlers, I think. So that's the way to do this. You don't like complain, just putting out the Charmin thing. That's all you got to do. That's how you win the internet. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people like John JID here saying this kind of thing is why I'm disconnecting fully from the IWC. Yeah, bro, that's why the sicko segment's different too. You know, bro, like I'm covering funny shit or like headline shit, not when you get into the weeds. Some of these people are it's like, why do you care? Like, I get picking your side, that's cool, but JD being pulled off commentary is like, yeah, Chris Charlton did too. He works for New Japan. Like, why are you surprised he got pulled off of Hog when Charlton got pulled off the New Japan shit? Like, why would anyone be shocked by this? That's all. To me, I was like, oh, okay, Tony pulling his fucking weight, like more commentators getting pulled off. I just wasn't that shocked. People were outraged, but that's cool. It just shows how over JD is and how galvanizing he is. And I don't know. I aspire to get numbers like his one day, so I ain't hating at that. Controversy creates cash, folks. We learned that from the best. And yeah, I don't fucking know. I will just say that I think JD got the W in this one overall, just like the way he handled it, you know? Because it just looks so petty and it just looks like Charmin soft, like just more of no WWE wrestlers are like pull JD off the comment. They don't give a fuck. And AEW, this shit keeps happening and it's going to keep happening while Tony's in charge because this is how he thinks you handle problems. You just throw money at it or we'll just pull our weight and billionaire, you know, we just take care of things like, you know, it just is what it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was John JD. I can't get into the weeds. Yeah, bro. I don't, you know, we don't at PWT here. I took a break from the sickos and then I sort of calibrated it to, I watched along like the world's cheapest wrestler on TLC, right? Who got to try it with TNA. We're doing like, we're covering this. We start covering Jay Titan, right? Which is fucking hilarious. Then that got cringe too. You got people like calling them out to fight and shit. It's like that. It's just stupid. Like what? I don't know. Doesn't matter. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a extra special sicko segment here. There's like 10 million people live right now. So I will bid you all adieu. However, real quick, if you guys like pop culture and to hear superhero talk or movie talk, I was supposed to do a roundtable with Husey about Mel Gibson as well. Something came up. I have other stuff like pop culture news, YouTube drama, that sort of stuff. It's over here at Phil Marxo. Consider subscribing to me over here as well. I want to thank you all for fucking being here. Round of applause. A weird time to do this show, but it was amazing. I had a blast. So round of applause to the PWT universe. Wednesday, I have a former AEW talent. I don't know if he was officially signed or if he just worked some dates, or I think he was on Collision. I don't know. / indie wrestler is going to be on the show. We're going to make fun of Dave Meltzer. So that won't be live, though. I think I'm going to record that and drop it maybe Thursday or Friday, Time Cop. So make sure you tune into that as well when it comes out. On the live show, I'll announce who it is after. If you guys can guess, good on you. And so that's going to be fun. Yeah, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. We have another live. And yeah, I just appreciate you all. Thank you so much for a good time. I enjoyed Cena's comeback. You know, I'm surprised they didn't wait till the end of the fucking show to do that. But clearly Cena had a plane to catch and people to see. So yeah, next week, more Netflix and Phil. I don't know if it's a fucking different time again, but I'm going whenever Raw's on is when I'm going on Mondays. That's the rule of Mondays. For Wednesday, it's just the same time, regardless if Dynamite changes or not. And then Saturday, same time. I think it's like 6 Mountain Standard Time if you're in the States. Whatever. I love you all. Hit like, hit subscribe, hug each other, be good. Let people know you love them. JD needs a hug right now, so make sure you guys give him one, I guess. And until next time, I'll see you all. And look out for a member show this week, you motherfuckers. 99 cents. A members AMA. Give me money, okay? Don't give it to fucking Meltzer and these coots. Give it to your boy Phil. We got a great Dave Meltzer segment again on Wednesday. 2 of them, actually. One with a former or current. I don't fucking know if he's AEW or not. We'll find out together. Love you all. See you in the Upside Down. Peace.
I look and see it's not just me.
Jeff, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Well, yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, okay, it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, you would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
I look and see it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Get wild! Yeah!
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah!
Damn it, God damn it!